I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. I send the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all to win it. I do what's right, push until I fall. I'm slipping to get back up, always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts real deep, big bruises scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head not hard. I'm being chewed up, spit out, torn apart. From picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? Sorry, I was reading something. So I'm really not sure, and I don't know if Jen, if you're in here or listening, you can come up because, I mean, we need to have a talk. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Jenny. Hello, 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 Paula. How are you? Hello, Dreamy Dot. Hello to Michelle. Hello to Julie. Look, we're going to get in.
Let's see how much time we have to cover this. I would say about, hold on. Let's see when this comp went, how long she went. Okay. I would say that we live in a country where we get all that life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness and all that crap. You ain't gonna hide a video, that's for sure. Okay. So we're going to go today. So I hope everybody's not busy. We're going to go for 4 hours and 29 minutes. Okay. That's how long we're going to go for today. You thought I disappeared. I did. Okay, let's see who's in here right now. 4 hours and 29 minutes. Oh my God, what could I get done in 4 hours and 20 minutes? I could do laundry. I could probably get in some with my husband, take Mia for a walk by 3 times, get Marley and Jonah outside and ready for the day. Have to leave and get Jonah like 500 times because we're trying to find out where the hell he's getting out. Probably something to eat. My husband and I would probably go to Kroger's. I would talk to my mother-in-law. And then usually when I get done, I'll jump on here. That's what my day is about. I told my mom, said, if anybody comes in and tells me what to do with my channel, anybody comes in and tells me what to do with my channel, or I look tired, or I need to get off, or I need to take a break, or my husband is a cheater, or my husband is gay, or I'm a slut, have a boner, any bit of that. It's a free for all. Say whatever you want to say. I really don't care, because this is homage to Brooke, who came in, to the community. And here's the thing. I myself have an order against me, so I'm in the same state, so I know I can't say. And at times I had a 5-year order on my kid's stepmother because shit didn't stop on Brandy and all that shit. So I know what it's like to fill out an order of protection. Now, when somebody's out of state, it becomes a little bit more difficult. This is our community. It was Terry, and then me, and then Amber, and then Heidi, and then Marie, and then all of us. Not Jules, not Sophie. This was our community. And I think what pisses me off is a lot of the stories that you guys tell, including the one that let's get Dream Is Over, including the one that I'm going to play with Katie Joy, who was nice enough to interview with Clint and I 5 or 6 years ago. You weren't around, Sophie. You weren't around. A lot of you guys weren't. I think at the time, that's when Brooke and I, they were hanging out over in 90 Day with another creator named John Yates with 40,000 followers, not just Jules, Glenwood's ex-wife, with 5,000 followers. So what I'm saying is it's our community. Even Maria was a part of our community. Not Jules, the alleged hooker, not AC. We've all went through deaths. We all went through drunken nights. We all went through when we all started our channels and who was going to get monetized within a month, because at the time it was 1,000. It wasn't when all of us started coming out with our new, intros and stuff like that, or we were trying to figure out what to cover, or maybe Real Entertainment was, it was our community, ours. Well, somebody wrote last night in Reddit that they have been talking to me all hours of the night. I don't talk to anybody all hours of the night. I used to talk to Kira, but I don't talk to people all hours of the night except Sylvia, and I doubt Sylvia is going to call my husband Cliff. So once again, these are just stupid, baseless lies, and I hate them. Now I'm talking about our stuff like in the day. A lot of us met through my IG, through Amber, through John Yates. I think I met Brooke through IG. But this is all stuff like we had Phil back in the day. We didn't have KK Nevi, No Neck. We didn't have, maybe Jules came in after the fact, probably after she stalked all of us. But it was all like, oh, yeah. Okay. So I've made a backup channel. I, honest to God, I don't owe anybody anything. I really don't, except my husband and people that I know care. And the reason that I wanted to put this on Brooke was because last month, man, I was just eating really bad. I was drinking pop all the time. My mental health was suffering. I was getting right back to 2023. And I had one that I've talked to that I've missed for so long. And she kind of gave me hope. I'm scared because when I got out of jail, I was smoking a lot. I was not even medicated. It was fucking hard. And then you get out and like the love of your life is like sitting there, and then you don't even know that your brother from out of state got the day wrong. You were supposed to get let out and they were on their way too. So yes, I had another option. I had orders out the ass, not even realizing I kept breaking them. So if it wouldn't have been for Clint, I could have ended up in the Ohio Reformatory for Women for a year. And I think a lot of you guys wanted that. I told a lot of my life, lied about a lot of shit. But since Schultz wanted to open up the vault from 6 years ago, when you were not around, Sophie were not around, Lindsay Horseface wasn't around, Maria Diarrhea, she may have been around. But that was back with Katie Joy. Like, yeah, it was about 6 years ago when we first met her. And then we interviewed with, it was a lot of interviews, and you get real caught up in that stuff, almost like to the fact that you have fans. And I never wanted to be on the show. I would never, ever do good in front of a camera because nobody dissects myself other than me. So it was never wanting to be on the show, ever. So I'm going to tell my story to its entirety. I told my moms, if anybody comes in and tells me that, are you covering this and all this shit, it's my story. And if I wouldn't have brought it up, then you guys wouldn't be profiting off of telling it. So here's my story with Clint. At the time when I met Clint, I was dating this guy named John. Really, really nice guy. And so this is how much I told you guys me and Clint weren't together. Very, very crazy relationship with this guy. Like, always followed me wherever I went. I don't know if he's still in tune with my family. He had a shit ton of kids and told me that he was in the midst of a divorce. That's the truth. Should I have looked more into it? Probably. Because anywhere that I went, he showed up. Anything that I wanted him to buy, but just for some reason, it did not work. I don't know if it's because he looked like Frankenstein. I just started feeling like I wasn't the first one he had done this to. He was real close with Mike's nephew, Cameron, helped out and getting jobs and stuff like that. At the time, so many kids were coming over. Vince was there, Michael was there, not for sexual reasons. We helped Mike out because Brandy dumped her kid, and we didn't mind. And then we had Vince. So I was always the one on the couch, and I didn't care. Did not bother me. My clothes were in the hallway. Maybe one time I went out and I hadn't put on a t-shirt and I had a towel on. Wasn't inappropriate. Walked out, grabbed my fucking shirt and went back in there because you make a sacrifice. So a lot of the times Mike would sleep on the floor. His son would sleep upstairs where he hoarded food. Vince had his room. Sometimes my mom came over. It was a full house. Didn't really have all that time to do the pranks that everybody said. We had fun. That's what we did at my house. We had fun. Did the kids probably try to sneak a drink in there? Yeah. Was there one time I had to call one of the moms because they got completely drunk? Never gave my kids any fucking acid. That was my problem across the street. I wouldn't put up with that. My daughters played t-ball at the YMCA because it was a lot cheaper to do that. Plus, we went there during the summer. No, not John from Love After Lockup. We didn't meet him until after. We'll go into all that because we have 4 hours and 29 minutes. Thank you. And leave that person in here. Stop talking about Brandy's kid. You don't like your kids to be talked about. Then I would appreciate my kids to stop being talked about by Brandy. But everyone needs to stop with the kids. My apologies. Will not be said again. And that's not a dig at you. I'm saying that in general. And see, at first I got very indignant with you, and I'm sorry for that. Thank you. I agree with that. Just like I agree the fact that I interviewed Siwa's ex and all I did was interview his ex, and then to get me back, me and Clint got in the situation that we did, and you guys reached out to my family. And Sly, the earthworm, was nice enough to reach out to my aunt because my cousin had taken her own life, because that's how it's okay to do that. Let's get to the story with Clint and I. So at that time, I was trying to go through I was trying to get on a good medication. So I had seen Love After Lockup before, and I watched it. And to be honest with you, I was like, oh my God, these white trash people are getting out of jail and putting their whole life out just like I mistakenly did. So I really didn't like the show. What the truth is I did watch another episode after that. I don't know if it was Clint's Ray-Bans, because at first when he was crying in the beginning of it, he was snotting and stuff. I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is this guy doing? I didn't start thinking more about him until he started dressing nicely and he didn't look like skinny and stuff. And I remember he had on Ray-Bans and I loved them. And when he got dressed up to go to court and his cousin Brady was getting in the car with him, little did you know that that was staged. I was on Facebook and I hit him up. I would say, yeah, kind of thought he was cute. I really don't care what anybody thinks. It's my opinion. And I hit him up because I could tell with Tracy, I didn't really think at that time that Clint was using. Swear to God, I didn't. But Tracy, I thought that she may have been using, but when she got out, she was real healthy and stuff like that. I didn't understand why. I was like, God, what is this dude waiting for 4 hours? And why are they in a Midwest bar? Tracy looked beautiful. I remember when she was getting her hair done and stuff, Clint was like lovingly, getting her all the stuff. I was kind of jealous. I don't know why. I guess maybe at that time I liked Clint, or there was just something about him. So I wrote him, because at the time I was having nothing but problems with Big P. And I noticed that Big P was doing some of the stuff that Tracy was doing. So at that time I was like, damn, how is Clint doing this and dealing with this? So that's how I felt. So I reached out to Clinton and I said, hi, my name is Genevieve. I don't know if it was, I feel something, but I was like, I said, God, it was so fucking long ago. It wasn't anything romantic. What I had told him is I'm sorry, that you're going through this. I'm going through this with my mom. I kind of keep a small circle of friends, which for the most part now I try to, like my close friends and then people around the community. And I didn't hear anything from him. So I kind of forgot what was going on. John and I got a little closer, but didn't. He started getting fucking crazy. And at that time I found out he was living with the wife and she hated me. Who knew? Hey, sweetie. What was the first thing that I asked you on our letter when I wrote you? Do you remember?
No, I just.
Was it romantic or was I hitting on you?
I probably thought you were.
He probably thought I was, because at the time he was Mr. Popular, like when he was doing the KK thing. And I wrote you and I said, I keep a small circle.
Yeah.
I didn't say that I had a boyfriend, of course. Now I know why. Anyway, so he wrote me back, I think it was a couple months later, and he said, if I may ask you, what type of drugs was your mom on? And I wrote him back and I said, God, what drugs isn't she on? Because again, I never used drugs, never did that. I was dealing with something in my life. Thank you. Okay, can you get those two out of here?
Huh?
Those two.
Come on.
Just so I can finish this up. I only have 4 hours.
Come on.
So he started talking to me more. So what was true about the show is she did go to rehab and the show funded it. They wanted her to go a certain amount of time because they knew that she had a problem. What the deal was is if she got out of rehab, the show was going, and Clint, they were going to turn their back and they were just going to do what they had to do. Because she had a problem. She wasn't listening. Clint, he wasn't listening. At the time, yes, they were probably using. Never really said anything to me, but I figured when he picked up the wheat or the ice, which he was told to do, and he flushed it in the toilet and it took 2 times, I knew that he probably had been using. He never told me that. So we started talking more, and I remember I told one of mine, I was like, I never got any time by myself, so I'd give him like $25, and then I would have that time to sit and talk to Clinton because we would text the whole day, but the only time we could talk was at night. At that time, she went back to rehab, and she was having a rough time. They were meeting up once a week, and this is, again, when Clint and I were just talking, it was very, very platonic. I was still with John. So Clint, and so he was living in his car. This little man-child, as you guys call him, he was in his car. Understandably so. The family didn't want them. They kicked both of them out. For you guys thinking that Clint gets away with shit, they kicked both of them out of the house in Hobbs. Both. I really would like it if, okay, hold on. Okay. With the amount of threats that I've been getting telling me what's going to happen if I keep hanging out, please understand. Hold on. And I'm not going to play Katie Joy. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to disrespect her as much as Jules took it apart to disrespect her, because you guys did disrespect Katie Joy. She's a very, very big channel. That was her interview with Clint, and you guys dissected it, and it could look bad on her. So what you guys did was fucking bullshit. I may try to email her actually and let her know that her video was completely chopped up. That was her interview. She got paid for it. And now Jules thinks she's going to get paid for it lying. We're not going to do that. And Katie Joy can sue like nobody's business. Believe you me, I've seen it. Big time. So back to Clint, because I'm sure we want to hear about that. So he started visiting her, and yeah, he was, well, we didn't feel bad. So Clinton was, doing his thing, living in the car, using his Fusion card. I mean, and we talked and we talked and we talked, but he was dealing with some stuff with Tracy. I remember that every week they would get together and talk. I was proud of both of them. I don't know why there was just like a part of me that was like, oh, I know when she gets out, we're not going to talk, because he loved her so much. I myself didn't like the guy that I was with because he looked like Frankenstein. So, I remember one day it was going to be the first day that they were actually going to sit down and have the big talk about what his boundaries were. And we were both talking, and I was like, okay, here's your boundaries, because I was trying to do the same thing with Frankenstein, and clearly mine wasn't working. So I thought, hell, we'll put the idea to him. And I remember that he went and he got out. He called me. He was so fucking crestfallen, but he still loved her. I remember. So anyway, I guess when I realized I kind of liked him is he gave me a call one night because he was driving in his Camaro. I'm assuming his tires weren't in the best condition, and he almost hydroplaned and could have lost his life or his license or his pot, which I'm sure he had. And he called me, and he was in the front of a tow truck, and he was getting towed. He actually was going to stay in a hotel that night. So about a week later, Tracy was about to get out. I don't know if the show had paid them or what was going to happen. And that was before, was that before Life After Lockup? I'm not really sure. But I know when Clint got to us. So I knew that we were not going to talk. I knew we weren't. So if I was this horrible, rotten fucking person, I would have done anything that I could have. I could have had Clint come to Ohio, got myself pregnant. I could have done anything. to keep him, but I wanted him to be happy. Because that's how I am. You guys know I will protect Clint to the ends of the earth against anybody, anything. I don't care. I do not like my husband talked about. No matter what he's ever done to me, I will walk on hot coals for that man. Because that's who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life, despite anybody's or anything. That is my husband. He is my other half. I would do anything in the world for him. I went insane over him. You know why? Because we met. And the reason that we met was because him and Tracy had reunited. Well, I thought that I was pregnant, honey. I was insane. Did you lie when you said that you wanted to help him get out of an abusive situation with me? And the fact that you gave Christine my phone number, or not Christine, that you catfished my husband? Or you didn't neglect in telling him that you had a $22,000 thing? Or the fact that both you guys got in trouble at Walmart? Or the fact that you accepted a picture of his man thing in our sex video, which you watched? Or the fact that you're so fucking cheap and such a slut that you would accept money from anybody, including you couldn't afford your own breakfast, $15 a day. You made my husband to where you are now. Do you understand that, you freak of nature? Pay your restitution and stay out of my business. I think you liked him. I think you liked the money. Yeah, one of the things I thought was that I was pregnant. I was going through a main fucking psychosis, snuffing on freaking Benadryl, so I wasn't okay. What this fucking cunt was with my man doing anything that she could do to keep him alienated, because the only thing that she cared about was his money. But that's her. She's a slut. I'm not. So I got a phone call one night. I didn't hear from him. We basically told each other goodbye. I wanted to do the right thing. It was sad. I didn't think I would ever talk to him again. At the time, I started having a little bit of a relationship with his mom, because I remember she thought I was a journalist. She was always asking Clint about me when we talked. And so her and I were tentatively talking at the time. So her and I kind of said, well, yeah, obviously I said that I did sexual favors. Why would anybody why would I want to say that I had to freaking pay all that money? I didn't do sexual favors with my lawyer, but I said I did. And you fuckers believed it. Why would I have sexual affairs with a guy that freaking had gray hair and we were just really good friends because he helped my mother out. And he was also there for my dad. So if anything he ever did was he represented a lot of people in our family, including Clinton. Me saying that I was having sex with him made me sound good. I don't do old dude balls, but thank you. Just like Vince had nothing to do with our court custody case when the judge passed away. Her restitution was paid. Mm-hmm. Never had to sleep with people for money. That's stupid. That would make me a slut, not a mistress. Mm-hmm. And I think if we're going to talk about people taking money for cash, I think you should go ask Lucy Goosey over there with the crack pipe burn on her upper lip. Anyway, let's get focused on Clint, because that's what you guys are trying to do, because KK don't want her bullshit out or her burning blisters. So I believe at the time, Clint and Tracy were just finishing up and they were getting their $2,000 apiece, and they were driving them nuts because they had to follow an NDA. So that's where it was getting choppy, is that both of them were trying to stay together to play this out with the second show. Why would he say that? Because Clint is Clint. because that's how Clint and I are. When you get mad at somebody, you're going to throw something out. Just how we were. We thought we were. Anyway, it doesn't matter, honey. It doesn't matter. It's my life. You're not Chrissy James Bailey. You're just some uneducated fool that just found out about this. And you support a sex trafficking 54-year-old B whose man is still on the run, and he beat women with horsewhips. Okay? And by the way, I didn't mean the trunk incident with somebody else, Jules. You know exactly what incident I'm talking about. Had to do with you, not that person. Liar. I understand that Clint said that. And Jules also said that she didn't turn a man in, but it's easy to put a blind eye to her. So if you are supporting somebody that does that, please don't question the fact that what I do. This is my story and not yours. Not trying to be mean. I'm not going to play it because Jules was disrespectful to Katie Joy. That was our interview with her. It had nothing to do with Jules. That was her being a clout chaser. Everybody's getting their words played back. Okay. So apparently Clint and Tracy, they went and stayed at like an Airbnb or something like that. They stayed in different rooms. I don't know why or what happened. Clint and I were still talking because it was just getting bad again. And he called me one day and she had gotten in the car. They were at a fucking casino blowing all their money, both of them at fault. And I get a call because she couldn't drive a stick and she ended up ramming his car into the wall. He was done. She was done. Both of them were done and basically staying together because probably they had this bond. And for years, both of them said it wasn't about loving each other. It was about loving the drugs. And then you have both of them together. Did they have wonderful times? Absolutely. I'm sure of it. But that was their story. So I told Clinton, I said, if you want to come here for a week, then you can come here if you want to get away from that shit. Never was it that Clinton was coming down to stay with me full time. In fact, when he got down, he bought a sleeping bag. So if he was coming down to come stay with me, he would have already had the apartment. Mom would have already been happy that he was going to a situation where there was no drugs. I don't get why you guys are saying that he was coming. He was coming to visit. He came. We looked at each other. And we were there. I'll address you. I have the right to address that. Jen, you lived off men for years, for rent, for manicures, for everything. Absolutely, I didn't. I met Vince when I was having a panic attack. He fell in love with my kids because one wasn't doing what they were supposed to do. We were roommates. I took care of the food. I took care of the kids with Vince, and Michael took care of his situation. Vince was so nice that when we did a court custody hearing, not only did he help out with one lawyer, he helped out with two lawyers because that's what you do when you're friends. Never, ever have I slept with Vince. Never, ever. Michael, a few times, wasn't impressed. I paid for my own manicures. AMC. But I'll tell you what, those are the best times of my freaking life. I don't sleep around for money because if I did, I wouldn't be doing this for a living. I'd be living in a penthouse, more flexible than a rubber band. I wouldn't be doing pimp rolls and getting my face slapped because the only thing I got paid for was drugs. Again, that's that one story. Yep, scot-free. He would take my mom to dose at the Veterans Affairs at 5:15 in the morning. So yes, I did help out. Did Vince help out a lot? Yeah. The kids were in T-ball. Vince and I paid for it. One was in karate at the school. That was free. Cheerleading for competitive teams. I'm the one that sat there and did all this stuff with the pom-poms. I'm the one that me and Vince paid for everything. Hundreds of dollars. We paid for the freaking pictures. Hundreds of dollars. We had one that was participating, one wasn't. We did father-daughter stay dances where sometimes my dad would go with one of the kids or sometimes Vince would go. Looking at it now, my exes are my family. No, you can't go to the Veterans Fair unless you were a vet. And that was Dick that Napa pulled those. It wasn't because she was trying to help with my mother. It was because she was being nosy. And I think that's the rudest, most disgusting thing in the world. But I'll forgive her. Because maybe she was helping. I don't know. Then we did soccer. And then I was like, okay, I love soccer. So then I ended up doing soccer and I had the best damn team. I went every freaking Tuesday. I mean, it was the best thing because I remember, yeah, it was absolutely extended family. Like one person that I was best friends with is now living with, I mean, we're all an extended. That's why I said we've all been friends. I could go to my townhouse and if anybody's still living there, I would know them still. I had a pretty suburban freaking life. And I loved it. I fucking loved it. I loved the chaos. I loved all of it. It was so freaking fun. Didn't like the hospital shit for one of them, but it was super, super fun. Going to Target because you had two kids that were getting ready to go to a dance, so excited, and buying the dresses and ordering the little things that they would give to, you know, their dad or my dad, whoever, or Vince. And they would all go out to eat together because that's how our extended family was. And we had fun. And you know what? A lot of our family, we're still kind of stuck together. So I want to get back to Clint real quick. Well, no, I want to go back to my sports stuff. So I helped out with soccer. That was great. I did basketball. I didn't like basketball too much. When we got the pictures, we were in the pictures and the coach pictures and stuff like that. When there was counseling at the schools and you had to meet up with the teacher, I was there because I know that I got my foot stepped on the couple days before they would start school. I would go in there and, you know, they take a picture, make them take a picture with their little name, you know, packing lunches. I wasn't not a mom. I just became a shitty mother when Clint came because up until then, I wasn't the best mom, but I was a mom. I got my tax money, and guess what? I would redo the kids' rooms. It would be October, and you would get 5 Applebee's cards. Like you would get 5 Applebee's cards if you won. And I remember Vince, he had one of these like little screen things and it would show ghosts and everything. And then we had this, like a little, it was just so fucking fun. And we would win and we would get an Applebee's card or, you know, I would take candles over to our landlords and stuff like that. We lived there until I lost the townhouse. So many memories. I actually talked to some of my freaking people that lived over there. Holidays. My mom would come over with her burnt ass cheesecake. We always did prayer on the table. That's how we did it. And Michael always cooked. And then if Vince was lucky enough and he had time to get off, or if Vince was working, then one of us would make a plate and take it down to him. It was fun. I thought that Clint was talking to somebody. I thought that he was talking to somebody that was a lot younger. CPS came. It was cleared. It was stupid. I ran my mouth. I thought of something before I talked to him. Thank you. People fuck up. Boy, did I wish I didn't open my life up. Oh, ye. Then it just didn't become as fun anymore. I was more so babysitting my mother than anybody else. And it just didn't become fun anymore. And it just affected me. And I became an asshole. And, you know, Vince, and I have to give Vince and Mike credit. They really, 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 really helped out. And Michael would have really, really, really helped out in the other situation. But we know what he had to deal with. But we had a good time. Great time. And nobody's going to take that away from me. Nobody's going to take my coaching away. Nobody's going to take any of that away, because those are things that I credit myself to. It's super hard to coach, especially when one of your kids is playing. But in the YMCA, everybody's a winner. Everybody is. We did marathons at home watching Dance Moms, Cold Case. And then we started getting involved after we were watching and that's kind of how I met into Clint. I started watching Mama June, and I was like, oh my God, this lady's a fucking train wreck. Well, I did watch it one time before I told you I'd seen Clint, and that's how I saw him. I was a reality TV junkie. I didn't stalk. The stalking was what the other one did, and that's how she's here today. But it was fun. And I think that's what eats me up now. No, yeah. And unfortunately, in the mix of Clint coming down and him talking to women and me saying it, you know, it became the fact that here, we can go through the whole thing and, you know, the dancing videos and all that shit. Clint and I both look stupid. I look cloudy. I thought that I was Miss Popular too, but it just started getting to the point when we were doing the interviews. You know, if you hear how Clint talks and he's like this, obviously that's not how he speaks anymore. But that's how we were at the time. And that's how I met Amber. And that's how I got my foot in the door. Clint got my foot in the door. But I didn't want anything to do with that. Stevie, when I heard her say she has haters, who cares? Oh, she cares. Are you talking about me? I don't like my haters because they're assholes, but I can't control them. So Clint and I really didn't start liking each other until June. And it was so freaking cool because he came out and he goes, and I knew he was going to tell everybody. Sylvia was in there. I think Vixie was in there. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like her. I do. But I know a lot of people don't. I'm sorry. It just got super hard. Tracy and Clint were fighting. Tracy was dealing with somebody. I was running my mouth about Tracy. Tracy was pissed off at me. So of course that was like where Sherelle and everybody got in. And and Tracy and I, we did not get along at first. We really didn't. Like and what's Mike and knew Tracy. Mike actually talked to her on the phone because Mike was known as me and Clint's bouncer because of our bad mouths. So Tracy and I, we had this relationship where it was like I would get so pissed at her, run my mouth. She would do the same. One time she gave out Michael's number, which we didn't care. It was free advertising for Michael's services to Clint. We really didn't care. At that time, the show was going on. I had them contacting me saying, can you at least get them to pretend that they get along? Because at the end of the show, it was showing they had to have them together. Both of them violated the NDA horribly. Clint was the last to get paid. He was a problem and everybody knew it. So yes, Clint, when he came, he ended up getting an apartment. He decided to stay. His version of living with me was in a sleeping bag, and his version of cleaning up where he was living was folding the bag, you know. And yeah, some shit came about and I talked about it. And it was stupid. The only point is when things started to get better with Tracy is when she, the thing with Matt was going on. That's when I started getting a lot close with this girl named Kelly and with AMC because he was being a douchler. I don't quite know what ended up happening with them. I think that Tracy, yeah, you're right, 100%, nothing here. Like when he went and picked Tracy up in the middle of the thing, that was staged. That was absolutely staged. Or getting Alice to, like, you know, fold clothes or get the suit, that was staged. He didn't wait for 4 hours when Tracy showed up. It was only an hour or two because probably at that time they wanted Clint to look some sort of way. Tracy showed up. It was only for a few hours. That marriage was not, it wasn't a marriage. They didn't get married until Clint and Tracy were in Vegas. When Clint and Tracy were in Vegas. Thank you so much. And that's when they were married. And that's the one where they were there. And you can obviously see that Clint and Tracy are struggling. They were married then at that little courthouse where Elvis comes in and all that stuff. Very beautiful. So Tracy was doing OnlyFans and Lily was in charge of it. And Lily and I kind of fell out. Absolutely. It was absolutely scripted. So anything that I said about the TV or something when I was nuts, yeah, they probably said, we don't want that bitch back on the show or on the show. Yep. They absolutely, Clint should have taken help as well. The only, it just was a hot mess with the both of them, but they brought in a lot of views. So Tracy had gotten pregnant. And little do you know, she had a younger one that she would go visit and stuff. He was with Dad. Tracy's family didn't get along with Clint's, vice versa. I don't know about that. She had gotten beaten up. So we were concerned about that. Then she met Luke. And no, she had gotten beat up by Luke. But when she was with Luke, she was, yeah, she was beautiful. I remember she was very, very close with, I think she met Savage and them, with Sherelle and them, with Matt, with AMC. She knew who AMC was. And that was a personal thing. So she knew AMC from like personal, and that's why AMC was cool and with it. So at the time, I was really, really pissed off at Lily. I don't know what it was. I think it was the OnlyFans thing. I got really, really fucking mad at her because when she was at the restaurant or when Tracy had the baby, I could just tell something was a lot different about that because I remember she just, her coloring didn't look right. And I remember, and I don't know why Lily did this. I really fucking don't. Because she just didn't feel good. Your video's next, Jules. And the video where you said that all those people that are the cool kids, they're going to hear what you thought of them. You wish. But see, your man didn't get out soon enough for you to go on Love After Lockup. That's why you're mad. By the way, the trunk incident was more geared towards you. You understand that? And by the way, whatever Peter cheese you've got all over your face right next to your crack pipe burn while you want to sit and talk about Clint being on something, at least he's doing something with his life. And when I move, I'm not going to tell anybody where I live, especially you, hoe bag. You sold ass for $2. As if. Anyway. I think the reason why was because obviously I don't think Clint had a lot of friends when he was growing up. And I think that, hey, Brad, what's going on? I do have to say hi to him. He is not a troll. Why is that monster, KK and Jules slave, restreaming you right now? I'm sure you're over there. Listen, Brett and I have a very tumultuous relationship, but the guy really made sense. We spoke on the phone. He's great to his cat. He has a great girlfriend. And he gave me some really, really good advice. And I probably didn't take it. And he probably will never like me again but he was right. If you don't bring him up, technically, he won't bring you up. But he'll tell you how he feels, for sure. And for some reason, Jules, I don't think that he likes you too much either. Because one of the girls was a minor. Okay. But Brett, thank you for coming in. So, okay, we got to get back to this. So Lily had her on there, and when she had the baby, she said that the baby was a boy. I never will understand why that was, but I remember. What do you mean when you brought him up? No, I'm not talking about you, honey. No. This is almost a grown. This has nothing to do with you, sweetheart. You didn't bring him up. This is somebody else. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. You know what? It has nothing to do with you. Okay? Right there. There were a few that were minors. But what does Jules care? She got paid and never laid. Had nothing to do with you, honey. Just like the trunk thing had nothing to do with whoever that is. I think talking about a pretty resilient kid that did something. Amsey wasn't even there. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, Brett, you're a piece of shit, and you shouldn't say that about other people. I doubt that you care. I know AC doesn't care because he would prefer to wear women's underwear and bounce up and down on butt plugs. And that's who Jules supports. So if you want to talk about my married man, Jules, just know that you're over there supporting another married man. Maybe you guys are sharing panties. I didn't know that he was still attacking you. William, you were born lost. Go ahead, AMC, go ahead and block him, honey. I didn't know. We'll talk about it later. I'm very sorry. You should not mock. I don't think that any... Hold on. I did want to remind you back. You're part of us. Listen. And this is just... Listen. In our community, it was taboo enough that we had somebody in our community that had dated a pimp. Okay. Never in our community, never did we ever deal with a guy saying that he wore women's underwear. He lives in a shed. He makes fun of a dead lady named Connie. Never is with his wife. And he wears butt plugs. This is now our community. We never talked about butt plugs before. In fact, none of us talked about anything that sexual, but now we are in a community where we have horse whippers, furries, and men that wear butt plugs. And guess what? The guy loves it. He totally admits it. He totally admits it. He's a clout chaser. No reputable man is going to celebrate the fact that you bounce on butt plugs. No man ever says that. Could you imagine going to your high school reunion and walking funny and you walk up to a football guy that used to stuff your ass in a locker and say, hey, guess what? You can't give me a wedgie anymore because I'm wearing women's underwear. And by the way, the reason I'm walking so weird is because I decided to take a butt plug and shove it up my butt. He's not the type of guy that goes to a reunion. You want to talk about my husband? You are very married and you were kicked out of your house because your wife doesn't like you. And that's even if you do have a wife. It's not normal. And you guys want to talk about my husband? Never in my life has my husband walked towards me with a butt plug and say, hey, could you please ram this up your butt and get the laundry done at the same time? I wear his boxers. Never once has he asked to wear my panties. But hey, that's the new thing in the community. Hey, I need to get a cooler. Buy it. Hey, I need to get posting my dead mom, AC. Actually, I don't want to talk much more about AC. He's the happy type of gay. I'm sure of it. But one thing is, when you went up on Dudley's thing, you said, oh my God, I hate people that just jump up on people's panels. I hate people that act like they know about this community. Excuse me very much. You've only been here for about 10 months and 2 days and know nothing about any of us. Okay? Don't make me get on your nerves, punk bitch. The only person you should be saying you're sorry to and treating good is your wife. Oh, and by the way, you support sex traffickers. You support women beating men. That's true. So Tracy had the baby. We thought that we saw somebody come in, and I remember that she had to throw up. At the time, Tracy and Clint were going through a divorce. The only thing she wanted was the ring. Oh, AC stuff's coming out. He's got a lot of people that don't like him. His channel's going to take a beating. So Clint and Tracy had talked. He had gotten a letter in the midst of, I think it was before Tracy had the baby. And Clint had gotten a letter because in the state of Ohio and where she was, even though that they were separated and the baby was Luke's, I'm not quite sure who you are, but it had something to do with Jules. I don't know. I don't know what's happened in your life, but it had nothing to do with anybody but Jules and her pimp man. Do I have to start using sign language in here? Or speak very slowly? Anyhow, Anyhow, he got the blood test. The very last time that I talked to Tracy was a few days after she had the baby, because of something stupid that Lily did. I spoke to the adoption lady. I have her fucking number, because the baby's pictures were not supposed to be put out, because it was in the midst of the fucking adoption. AMC knows some of this. So yes, I had to speak with her, because what Tracy wanted was her child to be raised with one parent. And that was the only thing that she could do. And it hurt her, because she also missed her boy. And yes, she sent me pictures. So the last time I spoke to her, she was laying in an Airbnb. It was very, very dark. Her hair was very, very light. Clint had spoken to her that day, so they could just, and it was a good talk. It was a real good talk. No, Luke was in jail. And they basically just said goodbye. And it was a great talk. So then her and I started talking, because they got to talk face to face. We were FaceTiming. And it was really, really hard on her. They were going to keep her there. She was going to get to stay there. I think the lady that adopted her daughter got paid for the room and everything. Mm-hmm. And we had talked about Matt. Matt hurt her very, very bad. Really, really hurt her. Matt hurt a lot of fucking people, in my opinion. And basically the way that she was, happy-go-lucky. At that time, she did not know that she had a heart problem. She had atherosclerosis or arterial, whatever the hell I have. And the very last word that we had was she was supposed to give me a call back that night or the next day. I never saw anybody come into the room, but she looked beautiful. I never thought that there was any implication of her using or anything. She just said that she didn't feel well. She was extremely pale. She was extremely sad. She was extremely happy. And that's what was said. And God, I kind of wish that she would have given me permission if I would have known, because people make peace. It was a horrible way that we all got along, but we were making peace. We were all cloudy at that time, interviewing with everybody. So clearly we're all going to sound different and petty and stupid. Concerning Clinton's drug use, when he got to Ohio, he had one fucking relapse, and that was it. One. And he hasn't done any drugs since then. And that's another thing that pisses me off. Even Alice has said, I never had a drug problem. Never. Never have I done meth. Never have I done tripping on acid. I was a drunk, and I took a shit ton of benzodiazepine. That is it. Never once did I take it. It would have freaked me out. So, Amcy, this is where you kind of have to help me. She was very heartbroken. And Clint took her to go see her son as much as she could show up. She was very, very close to her mom. And that was the last time I talked to her. We had made peace. I had spoken to the adoption lady to get those fucking images of that baby off. So I think that even though she was using again, at least she admitted it. At least she never denied it. At least she didn't always blame me when we were fighting. She chose a great family. And I know what state, and I would never tell you idiots. She was supposed to call me later that night. I don't remember if she called me that night. I think it was the next day. So all that crying and shit was real. It was not staged. But those kids are happy. I know it. So when you guys cover her, Jules, Maria, you're not spiting me. You're spiting a woman who was nice enough to sit and air her whole story out to the world. You're exploiting a woman who had 2 children and gave them the best life ever. Not like Miss Mickey. You're using her to make fun of me and Clint. And you know that. Maybe that's why you got so mad, because Tracy was on the show and your man was stuck in prison. So your stupid ass didn't get to be on the show. Therefore, you became the reality junkie who was stalking Chi-Chi and all that bullshit. Tracy was beautiful. Her mother suffers every day as much as Clinton's mother loves him. Her mother loved them. And you guys are so fucking disrespectful. What about your dad, Jules? We're going to talk about kids. What about your 95-year-old father? When is the last time you went and helped and relieved your sister? When is the last time you got up off your ass and went and helped with your elderly father? When is the last time, other than when you did your interview, breastfeeding those cats, when is the last time that you've actually went and volunteered your time to do that thing with the cats? You know why? Because you cared about them just so you could be on TV. Okay. Are you going out and protesting? When's the last time you did anything? Where's that nonprofit? Where's that nonprofit organization that you wanted to get your boyfriend out? Where's the nonprofit organization, Jules? See, Tracy had all the stuff that Jules would have never had. She had class. She brought entertainment. And Jules is over there making money. Last night for 4 hours and 29 minutes, where the most atrocious comments were made. So she could sit and make my man look like a man-child and make me look like a slut. And disrespect a woman who brought happiness to people, who did cameos even when she was fucking 2 shits to the wind, always remembered her fans. Not Jules. Her only claim to fame was her boyfriend being on a news thing for trafficking women in 9 states. Oh, and sitting over there at 54 years old, not doing anything for herself. The whole world of working people make money. Why can't you do that? Why can't she? It's very simple. I think if all of us just paid attention to what they did in their life, wouldn't that be so funny? I think it would. Oh, no. Just because you're on the internet doesn't make you nobody. No, it doesn't. Because there are actual people that do come in, probably not as many of, Oh, yeah, of course he did. And I certainly hope that this doesn't become a strike war, because if my channel goes down, guess what's going to happen? I got my backup channel, and that's when I'll be like issuing all of mine, because honestly, I don't give two shits. I don't care anymore. So if anything I can say great about Tracy Wagaman was that when she was on this earth, she brought smiling. She made people, she had a soft spot with a lot of people. She was beautiful. And she did a lot of things that Jules will never do in her life. She was selfless. And what Jules did last night was she mocked a deceased woman who brought more to this world and passed away 40s. So people like this piece of shit, Mockingbird, can go in and back up somebody that disrespected somebody. You're a piece of shit, is what you are. Yeah, you're right. And at 54 years old, Mockingbird, I won't be sitting around in a diaper wondering what everybody else is doing online with my fried hair pissing in a litter box after my cat pisses in my face. I don't care if there's 7 years between us. We're two separate worlds, girlfriend. I ain't stalking her. She's stalking me. What you did was wrong, Jules. Camden, Sophie, Lindsay, Kat, Tracy with 2 E's, Sherry drinks too much wine. All of you were dis-fucking respectable. It is a weak-ass move. Go ahead, blow those kisses, bitch, and I'll blow these farts to you. Because God, Jules, I would really hate to play the video where you were like literally trashing the fuck out of her. But Tracy being deceased is 10 times what you'll ever be. So what's going to change with me in 7 years? God, it's hopefully I have a new kidney. Hopefully my channel's in a really good place. Hopefully Jules is in a nursing home so I can actually live a life without her big stinger being up my ass. What will you be doing in 7 years? Hanging out in the hive with the other diaper-wearing, piss-ridden people, Mockingbird? What are you going to be doing? Nothing. Nothing. At least I show my life. What are you going to be doing in 7 years? You going to unchain your husband so he can actually see you? Didn't you disrespect the woman Clint was married to that had severe mental health issues that ended her life? Did you contribute to that chaos? I don't know what woman you're talking about, but I didn't have anything to do with that. What are you talking about, freak? How dare you come in and judge me when I don't know who you are? You're a freak. What are you talking about? You guys don't have to keep timing him out. And William, you don't have to keep talking to people like that, William. You need to quit that. That's why people time you out. You're a part of this community too. And you've been affected by her too. Just saying. Because, Jules, you have yourself in a little precarious situation. Getting an order on you won't shut you up. Didn't shut you up when George had you on it. I do know where some of these strikes may be coming from. So I would just, like I said, Jules, I would be paying attention to your channel a little bit more because you violated a lot of things on there. Okay. But AMC, will she still be sitting her ass on YouTube? Kind of hypocritical, isn't it? Sky watching YouTube for entertainment purposes that I'm going to go to. When did you graduate? Let's try this again. But AMC, will she still be sitting on her ass on YouTube? Kind of hypocritical, isn't Sky? Yeah. I'm not going to be in a filter. You're never going to see me show the inside of her raggedy ass apartment. Pick and choose your battles. I'm not Jules. Never will I be at 50 fucking 4 years old. No, I will not be doing what she's doing in a room right now. She didn't even graduate. Mm-hmm. What is she going to be doing in 5 years from now, Mockingbird? She may have a catheter, and that way she doesn't have to worry about pissing in her cat's litter box. Or maybe when she has it, she can like squeeze it on her head since she likes these golden showers. I don't know. What she did was she went too far last night. But then take your time and type. Mockingbird, you've said a lot of really rotten things. Oh, she's 56, even fucking better. Well, I can guarantee you this. Probably within a, what is it? When do they start eating fish and chips between? Yes. Because I'm answering it. Where am I going to be in 5 years? I'm not going to be doing this, honey. I'm not. By then, I'm reunified with my kids. And this will only be a hobby. I won't be behind a bee filter. I won't be doing that. At that time, hopefully Jules has moved on and found somebody else. Jules is a very disturbed human being. And if any one of you were a good friend to her, this is a woman who got caught about her bullshit and she was saying she was suicidal. This was literally just a month ago. Somebody wants to write on their arm. Who gives a shit? She did it for attention. She never fucking went and did it. There ain't nothing wrong with her. Her mental health helps her get food stamps, get low income, get frickin' whatever medication she needs. And it's a frickin' push sign for her to do whatever she wants. Just like when she got in trouble. There ain't nothing wrong with Jules's mental health. Jules is a fucking baby that grew up not getting the attention that she wanted. That's exactly what it is. Jules ain't got one iota bill of mental health issues. And if she does, you should probably ask about her therapist. That's not true. Sorry, Mockingbird. That's just simply not true. It's not. My kids are good kids. At least I could have them. And she could have too, once. So. I'll take your time. Nothing here. They've asked so many times, even that boy. Hey, sassy Samantha. Today's a little sassy of a day. It's a little sassy of a day, but we're having a good day. So let's get to Brooke. Brooke is, she can. We've been fighting over that kidney for years. That's why I'm trying to like do a better whatever life and being chill and everything. And I think for the most part, I have not freaked out or been manic or anything. I think actually what's going on in the other room where I'm being sniped, that may be the manic area. Yes, honey. We were just talking about Clint and how Clint and I met and stuff like that and where we are now. That was just it. But let's go ahead and cover Brooke. And I have to do the intro again because I want you to hear somebody. Listen. Oh, no, it's not. It's actually kind of nice. Brooke Graham is probably one of the nicest people in the world. And I know that she's always had a soft spot for me. And she didn't enjoy all those videos and shit like that. And that to me makes me feel so good just knowing that she cares. And I don't care what anybody says about her nursing. Every freaking time I've been sick, I've always been able to go to her. She doesn't tell me what to do as a doctor, but she's one smart cookie. She went past 9th grade. I will never, ever, ever forgive Jules for putting that on Brooke for being sick and her not being there and putting that type of mentality on her. I don't think anybody should weaponize suicide. I think it's fucking disgusting. She took an oath, not because of the money, because I bet the money ain't even as great as what anybody thinks. But she's a good person. And I think she's been ran down. I don't think that she ever wants to, you know, she doesn't want to let people down. And I've been telling her for years, you know, when stuff goes on, you don't have to feel, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened with her throughout the years where it's made her kind of feel like I do because she loves her family so freaking much. And what really pissed me off the most with her is she was such a, just posting her dad, man. And she stuck up for me a lot more than anybody else has. She came in last night. There were trolls in there. And she just came in and was talking to me about me with my creatinine and everything. And you know, if somebody like her can verify that, I don't care what anybody else thinks because she knows how scared that I am. Thank you, Sassy. You lost out on a good friend, Jules, and you too, Maria. Because Brooke Graham has more class in her pinky finger than any of you guys would because she's still nursing. Thank you, Brooke, for like verifying everything with me. It means so much to me. And she comes in. So I'm just going to do the part when I came up because she was so fucking sickened by Jules. And it just made me feel so good because not everybody was happy, you know, and she wasn't coddling me or anything. She wasn't making fun of me. That's why I like her. Can we drop the link for Brooke Graham, please? Loves her kids something terrible. Do something, anything for them. She is part of the community, not you. Piss face. Thank you, Keith. And yeah, I'm playing a members live. You can't, Jules. All right. I like that song.
Get into that, Michelle.
Here we go. I have to do it. Hey,
Let's go.
play her intro.
Yeah. I'm like an addict, do I gotta have it. I ain't even playing, got a really bad habit. If it moves, gotta grab it. Fuse like a magnet, lose, won't have it till I'm doomed in a casket. I ain't playing, got a weird mind. If you work 8 hours, I'ma work 9. If the shit tastes sour, you should taste mine. I'ma stay in power for a long time. Get up, nah, I ain't a quitter. Toss me the ball, I'm a really big hitter. Big picture, I'm a straight killer. I send the song to the highest bidder. Got juice, got gas, I'ma move fast. New shoes, new tracks, like who's that? I'm new, come back better than last. Yeah, it's a new me, never gonna look back. Never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes. I take shots to the top, I'll get it. I got one life, I'ma do all I'm with it. I do what's right. Pushing till I fall, I'm slipping to get back up. Always stand tall, I'm grinning. I got cuts, 3 big bruises, scarred. I had to learn how to think with my head, not heart. I'm being chewed up, spit out, torn apart. From picking up all the pieces is a form of art. I'm never gonna look back. Cause damn, I was built to last. You move slow and I move fast. And that's facts. Only I can make a change. Slowly take a step today. I will never be the same. Cause that's what it takes.
It's like abrupt. Exactly.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing? Sorry, I was reading something. I'm really not sure. And I don't know if Jen, if you're in here or listening, you can come up because, I mean, we need to have a talk. Hey, Kendra. Hey, Jenny. Hello, 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 Paula. How are you? Hello, Dreamy Dot. Hello to Michelle. Hello to Julie. Look, we're going to get into that, Michelle. Julie, how'd the puppy surgery go? Didn't you get it done today? So I went into Jen's kind of late.
She's always fashionable.
And it was kind of hard trying to figure out what was going on. But the first, 2 people I see in there are Sophie and Jules.
As today.
I've got 2 things to say about that. Sophie and Jules, what y'all are fucking, do you have no shame? You guys have no shame. Y'all sit there and go in there like some fucking vultures looking.
Speaking of this whole, what? Listen, I started the arm pose. Number 1. Number 2, I started the long hair pose. Number 3, I'm the one that goes out and shows everybody what I do in my day. I'm the one that did all that, except I don't have to have like extensions and fucking nails and shit like that. Jules, you're so stupid. I've been doing that shit. That's my life. If y'all want to like copy me, that's fine. But at least give my channel the credit for the one arm posted. I don't have to freaking AI myself.
For
stop copying me.
Your prey. You go in there and then while y'all both sit on your fucking channels and talk about, Jen, you need help. Jen, you need you're almost going to be in the Reno Center, man. You need inpatient. Well, then you go in there and saying all this. So obviously you think that she's got mental health struggles, but yet you still go in there to try to trigger her to get your
As you can see, today was definitely no different. Except you're not triggering me. You're just showing how triggered I've got you. You know? You guys copy me so bad. Well, one of you does. I'm the original dog mom. Remember that. I've been sporting this hat since forever.
content for your next stream.
As they did.
I think that's fucking disgusting.
As it is.
Would you like that being done to you, Jules? Whenever you used to cry and mope around and scream mental health and scream crisis center for people to go in your chat or people at the time that you didn't like and start fucking with you? No, you have them all blocked. And that's another question, Jen. Why do you keep unblocking these motherfuckers?
I haven't been. I don't like my mod staff to go through it. In fact, I thought about doing it today and they're just like, they come just like crabs. They'll find another way to come in. Today, I did not.
Seriously, why do you keep unblocking them so they can come in and get you visibly upset? And then they get to laugh it all the way to the bank in Discord and on their live streams. They have zero shame. KK does it too. Y'all think it's fucking funny. And Jen, you don't protect yourself from it. Why? Why?
Because I feel like I don't know who my friends are. I go in and I support people that don't support me back. You do, Brooke. Because I just feel like I want to fit in with people. Well, hey, Barry, my cockiner, how are you?
You've got to put your fucking foot down, Jen. Don't unblock these people that are coming in to siphon content from you. They're coming in to get you upset. I've never seen Jen's face beat red like it was today. Her blood pressure wasn't too bad. It is Berlinetta. And it becomes a...
So obviously you guys know I have blood pressure issues. My fault that I allowed it to go up because, again, I know where my GFR went down to what it was. I know for a fact. And it was my thing. I don't have to blame it on y'all. You guys really don't say anything less or worse disgusting. Which, in a sense, I think you guys want that, which is kind of weird. But, you know, people have wanted worse.
A point to where I'm like, Jen, I know you don't like this per se, but unblocking them and protecting yourself has to happen. So it can't happen. Good, Paula. I'd like her to click my link because we need to talk. Allowing these fucking people to make a mockery of you, Jen, is unacceptable. And furthermore, going at them the way you do needs some polishing. These fucking imbecile idiots. And
she's right. I needed some polishing, and I'm polishing right now. As I always said, my grandma always said, when you leave the house, always make sure you got one of these for your shine and one of these for your lips. And now that they have these, I would bring one of these too for $1.50.
Like I said in your chat, highly flawed fucking human beings. They have nothing but this. They, like I said, they're gross. They're grimy. You need to learn to laugh at these bitches because there's nothing. They take themselves so fucking seriously. They're like, oh, Brooke, I don't know letters. Ha 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 ha. And all I do is take all their stupid shit and turn it right around on them and make fun of them. So if he wants to come at me in a chat and say I have fucking, my eyeliner ages me, I'm like, well, that's a stupid thing to say because Sophie, you know that I don't play nice, Droopy.
I say ET. I like your channel. It's just going a little bit like mine-ish, which is kind of weird, in my opinion. But you're doing great.
And I don't give a fuck what your fucking brain, your rotted brain thinks about me, okay? turn around and laugh at them. You have enough people sending you clips. When you play their clips, like when you played Sophie the other day, yeah, that's what you need to do every time. Hey, Verge.
Right out of the nurse's
Exactly,
mouth.
Daddy. I don't
was a
walk
month
around
ago.
here like I'm better than everybody else, even though I'm accused of it. But I'm going to sit here and tell you, I also, and everybody's going to be like, what about with Siwa? Siwa's a totally different, Siwa gave it back. Jen doesn't give shit back. Jen gives them content.
Well, I give shit back too. That's what I'm trying to work on. But I think, you know, what she's saying is just cover what you want to cover. Just don't lose your shit about it and get sick and stuff like that. People have been hyping my videos to get me back in there. I didn't even know you could hype videos. I was
And
just
Jen,
told
you've
today.
got to stop it. The reason they want to fuck with you notice that fucking Jules will never commentate on me. She might on this stream because, well, I don't know. You're
She
fucking
won't.
gross, Jules, and you made up a whole fake date night last night. And next time you want to try to convince people that you had such a wonderful birthday, I really hope you did. But next time you want to convince people of that, don't talk about it your entire stream. I think mentioning it once was enough. Other than that, it's overkill. Who's global reporter? Paula. Thank you for being a member for 31 months, Miss Bridget. Good to see you. Start laughing at them. Like, yes.
Knock, knock. You guys got to say who's there. No, it's from a month ago when I was doing the interviews. Knock, knock. When you guys say who's there, I'm laughing. Knock, knock. Oh, who's there? You're in. You're in who? You're in your face. You had somebody piss on your fucking face, bro. And you accept it, and you guys accept it. But I have a boner, and I'm gross. William, have you ever had somebody urinate on your face? I just thought I would ask you. You've done some pretty nasty stuff, said some nasty stuff. Have you ever had somebody piss on your face? Has anybody? I'm just wondering. Bury my cock in her. That's an interesting name. Have you ever peed on anybody's face? Did you guys like make your face as a jellyfish? So this is what Jules is going to be known for. You guys don't accept the fact she dated a pimp. So you like pee-pee in your face? You'll never have gold, but you like a golden shower, eh? I get it. Maybe I can give you one of my old gutters because all the gutters are done. Maybe I can like, you can attach it. Like when one of your guys stops by, they can like piss on it and it can like go right on your, you know, just kind of slide down. You like pee on your face? If you guys would like to donate, I would really appreciate it. Because they're making money off of my content. Like, honestly, I would really, really appreciate it. Food is not fucking cheap. But I can't pay for my cat litter. William, I was just wondering, when is, William, you may pee on yourself. We've all peed on ourselves. What would be your thoughts on a female pissing on your face? Cooch, We're in Ohio. Do you want to come over and pee on me? Maybe some good old Buckeye piss? Let me know, Cooch. For you, I'll pee on you. Fucking sick, dude. Butt plugs and pissing on people's faces. Sick. Okay, I have a really good thing. Jules, here's what you can do. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm out of water, so this is for you. Psst. The awkward encounter. A guy walks up to a woman at a bar, dirty hotel, leans in close and whispers, "If I asked you to pee on my face, would you be offended?" Thank you, Muggsy. I appreciate it. I said that. She replies, "Well, that's incredibly rude and disgusting." The guy shrugs and says, "My mistake. I thought you were into that sort of thing." Psst. Not as funny, but I'm getting there, bitch. Okay, we're in Reddit now. God forbid. Okay. Barry said, "I guess my lunch can wait." It's just fucking sick, dude. Oh, Jeff did. I can't see Jeff. Hold on. I see a $5 from Muggsy or Teamster. Is Jeff Teamster? I mean, I could see AC liking that. I could see him liking it. Maybe like oh God, I can't. Pee on people jokes. Okay. Here we go. Jules' friendships are like peeing your pants. Everyone can see it, but only you can feel that warm, fuzzy bee feeling inside. Oh, okay. Thank you. Friendship in the hive is like peeing your pants. Everyone can see it, but only you can feel that warm, fuzzy bee feeling inside. He has to pay for attention. Okay. Okay, golden shower jokes. That's where it is. Golden shower jokes. Here we go. Okay. It says the jokes may contain profanity. Okay. What did the leprechaun say? Okay, hold on. What did the pimp say to his hoe after he gave her a golden shower? What did the leprechaun say to his wife after he gave her a golden shower? You're in luck. A woman once asked me about golden showers. You're in over your head. What do you call a pirate that likes golden showers? R. Kelly. Golden showers are only litmus tests for a relationship. How else will you know you're in love? What do fry and public golden showers have in common? Everyone knows you're in over your head. My wife found golden showers in my search history and threatened to leave. I let her go. Got to look out for number one. I'm really disappointed after hearing about Trump and the golden shower thing. I thought we had seen the end of Republican trickle-down economics. I came out to my girlfriend about being a golden shower fanatic today. I told her straight up, either you're in or you're out. Did you hear Donald Trump is installing golden showers in all of his hotels? He's really putting on the risk. Okay, here's the good one. What do you do for a plate of, what do a plate of homemade showers and a golden shower, what do you do with a plate of homemade brownies and a golden shower have in common? Plate of brownies and a golden shower, what do they have in common? You're in for a treat. To boldly go. My friend had a disastrous date last night. Apparently, the guy was into giving golden showers. He was a big actor, one of the Star Trek guys. Shatner? No, I think she left because he could get into that. That was stupid. Okay. But this is going to be the good one. This is the good one. Urban Dictionary. See, I could laugh about this. What does Mr. Miyagi do when he comes home from a date? He waxes. I love it. All right, here we go. This is what Urban Dictionary says. PP, where you at, girl? Okay, what are golden showers? And this is all for entertainment purposes. The act of pissing on another used as means of sexual foreplay. I asked Betty to give me hot golden showers in the morning.
Golden showers.
Pissing on someone can be in their face, usually a form of sexual domination or the fulfillment of one's own sexual desires for perverse gratification. Lisa was soaked in golden showers from the other members of the orgy. She felt like she had drank gallons of the tangy liquid.
Golden showers.
Expecting unsuspecting individual with gallons of urine. On a crisp March afternoon, with the wind blowing, swaying through the trees, I unleashed my rod and soaked Bill with the golden showers. March 21st, 2003.
Piss golden showers.
John wanted to piss golden showers on Meg despite telling him he's not into his piss kink. By Waffroars, October 28th, 2020.
Golden oldie showers.
In a Q in HMV, and Doris loses control of her bladder. I'm hard with those golden oldie showers. By Bouncy Bee, October 18th, 2008. So what's the thing here? Put a diaper on your face and put a diaper on your other face. You probably should not go around asking people to urinate on you. It's very weird. I was really, really, really wanting to. There was a video in 2023, and this is when Sophie interviewed Alice, and you hear Jules's thoughts about it and about KK and stuff like that. Because I I think until I don't know when this is going to end with her, but I know that just with her, it's like if I play her back, the only way I can trip her up, because content don't matter to her. She's covering my fucking content. So this is the only thing that's ever worked, because they won't cover anybody else, is me playing her back, playing my words, playing her words, and then she gets all flubber fucked. Let's see here. Brooke, again, I appreciate you so much. I really do. I know that I need, why does Santa have such a big sack? He only comes once a year. Oh, bald cat, you are so pathetic. We got another life with Soph. I can't, dude. I can't. Okay. Let's get back to Brooke Eye. Of course she is.
Like,
Bald cat. Honey, oh my God, this is so sad. I don't know if Maria and them know this. So when Bald Cat wanted to let me know that Maria and Jules's camp were banding together, this is how fucking two-faced this bitch is. She gave me the link to the channel, the mood channel that Paula was doing, where Napa was in there talking to Big C and freaking everybody was talking to everybody. This dumb bitch, Bald Cat, gave me the link to this. This was supposed to be like a premiere live. So I go in there, and you all know how I am. I will screenshot, screen record on the way out, because you will not lie on me. So that's what I screenshot every single fucking thing in that mood channel, where the bees and the hags were in there golden showering each other. I don't know if you guys are setting me up or something, but I kept screaming. When Jules is not putting somebody down, then she's using them to plot up. I knew that. And Bald Cat, thank you for anything. You just look like a fucking idiot. Yes, they are. Bald Cat's like 900, and she attacked a cat, John Yates's cat. You didn't like freaking Jules. You made fun of her. Jan DeBauer. You're a dork, Bald Cap. You think you're so funny. You are not funny at all. I don't think anybody even hangs out with you in there. Less dirty diapers that people would just pee on your face. I don't know, Bald Cat. I feel sorry for you, but I don't.
Like yesterday when I went live, I kept it online. I tried to do everything that I could to keep it just as lighthearted as possible. I worked really hard on getting that stupid fucking D filter. I felt like a hacker after I was done. It was crazy. I couldn't believe I got it to work on my other computer. Oh, again, we did find out problem is you have to pay. So are you paying $89 a month, Jules, for you to have members, or do you just have the snap cam? Just wondering. Because I think that probably upgrade even farther than $50 a month to $90 a month if you want to have multiple cameras. So I'm assuming that's why I can't add it on my MacBook. So yeah, it was crazy. Yesterday was crazy. Having to operate my stream from one computer and be on camera on another, but it is what it is. That's the kind of shit you need to do, Jen. And I'm not griping at you. I just don't, I don't like, and it doesn't matter who it is. If anytime.
I'll tell you something else, Jules. When you made fun of Lisa for her doing her little pee thing, do you realize that you started the trend? Because before that shit happened with Jugs, you know, the person that you almost got swatted and you reported her to get her to lose her food stamps and your little fake bullshit, you made that woman miserable. Oh my God, the stuff, the links, the stuff that they have on you. You are horrible. You went after her daughter. So you had somebody piss on you first.
griping at you. I don't like, and it doesn't matter who it is. If anytime there was somebody that is in our community that's had, it's been proven she's has mental health problems. And yes, I'm not excluding you, Jen, from you being able to help yourself in some certain ways. However, to not only go live about them and laugh at them in that capacity, but then to have the balls to go in their chat and be sickly sweet like you, Sophie, you know, and try to.
Now keep in mind, we will talk about Sophie's channel. She's out doing things. She's a dog mom. She's everything. She is life with Soph, cooking, cleaning, doing all that stuff. I believe that it's a clickbait, in my opinion, Sophie, because you're doing shit that I typically do and you're trying to do it better to make me look stupid. You want to know why? Because your primary bread and butter is covering me. So you're a clickbait channel. You're fake. Just like your extensions or mop head. I don't know. There's no life with Soph. Okay. And please stop buying the stuff that I buy. Oh my God. The mom jeans, people said I had boners for days. Just stop doing the shit that I do. Because you look dumb.
Be, you know, and try to be whatever the fuck y'all are doing it for your own content. She's a fucking human being.
Thank you, bro.
She's a human being. At the end of the day, would any of you appreciate continuous and blatant poking and literally screaming about how she's good? Oh, she's one step away from the fucking Rent-A-Center van. Oh,
would that be the Rent-A-Center van thing, Jules, that you didn't agree with when everybody was making fun of me about it? I think you guys need to worry about Jules's mental health, because I believe she used her mental health to not be able to show up at a TPO hearing with somebody she was scared of, right? And all those things where guys did horrible things, but she's cool with AC, but she was scared of it. You manipulate people by saying, oh, this is going to happen to me. This is going to happen to me. And yet I've seen you go get in and get checked yourself, or any of your friends that care enough. Don't worry about me, boo-boo. I have bad days just like everybody, but that doesn't keep me from doing therapy or psychiatry.
Rent-A-Center van. Oh, so let's go in there and push her in the Rent-A-Center van. That's what it looks like.
Pretty horrible day.
That's what it fucking looks like. And then you're going to collect your content in your Discord. Then you got fucking people like Brandy and her fucking daughter. Like, Jen, write these fucking losers out of your life and stop letting them go in your chat. Seriously. KK needs to worry more about her fucking legal struggles and her fucking maniacisms. She needs to worry about thinking that a hustle is stealing fucking shit from people. Sophie needs to worry about her fucking own shit too. She's been there and done that, yet she wants to sit here and act like she's on a high horse. And then Jules, you know, all three of y'all, you don't have shit else. I mean, y'all can't just keep it going on your streams and making fun of her. No, you got to go in there and milk her, as you put it.
Which Jules did today.
Jen's a controversial topic around here, but like I just said, at the end of the fucking day, she's a human being, and none of you would like it if it was done to you. Conversely, Jen, please block these motherfuckers and don't let them back in your chat to ruin your fucking peace. Because unblocking them makes it look like to me that you don't.
Kira and I didn't make up. Kira and I didn't make up. Definitely not. And if I was a lesbian, which I never would be, well, here we go with this. I would rather Brooke Graham sit on my face and fart than be friends with her again. I would rather. Would you like to know why? Kira, this is the last time I'm doing this with you, you shallow how looking bitch. William, will you please just like, if you're listening to me, I got a call from Kira last night at 9:20. It was 7 minutes, 55 seconds. You called me. I didn't call you. Remember that. Just like when you had your panic attack. I don't know when a person has a panic attack for me to pick up the phone and go, hey, bitch, you wanted me to die of cancer. So how are you doing? Get the fuck out of here. Kira told me, she asked me, she goes, I heard you were talking about me. I don't want you talking about me. I'm like, bitch, I have not been talking about you. I only talk about you in Deadly's room because you're a fucking liar, as I proved it. Well, people told me that you said I didn't get shoulder surgery. When did I say that? Never said that. And then she goes, okay, I don't believe that anybody did that. Okay, cool. So there's the second thing. I don't know if she's milking me, as everybody calls. And then I said, I was talking to her about her shoulder and stuff like that. I did tell her, I said, because she called me from another number. This is now the fourth number. I can't, I've blocked. All I can do is block as I come. Then she said something about her getting swatted. I said, and she asked me about that. I said, no, I didn't fucking try to get you swatted. I don't believe in that shit. What I did say is her mom, who I care about, had a stroke, and I was concerned about Kira being online for 6 fucking hours. I told her that. She said she got kicked out of she left the Discord of Deadly's. Then I said, God, what did I say? That was pretty much it if I said anything else, but we definitely got off the phone not on great terms. She said that if she talked to anybody, that she was going to take it out on them. She was pissed off at Deadly. She said all of them were fucking tanked. I told Deadly this last night. I do not understand this. Kira is a very, 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 very sick woman. Just like Jules, she uses her mental health. I don't believe her brother almost tried to K her. I don't believe that her mother slapped her in the face. I don't know why Deadly keeps her around. For some bitch to say, oh, Jen, I know that you were scared. I felt bad for you when all that shit happened, when I thought I was going to die. She actually faked her death. So I don't know what Deadly's doing with her. Deadly knows I cannot stand her for the life of me. I don't know what's going on with the three of them. And is Deadly going to take my channel? No. I haven't done anything to him to take it. I know why he's taking them. I've already told everybody that. I can only say what he's saying. He's just not taking them to take them. He's taking them when people say that he off that guy. I've told people that. That's the thing. Does he say revolting, disgusting things? Absolutely. But he didn't do that to that kid. And he wants me to cover it because Jules had to stick her fucking nose in it and get a hold of the aunt and do the interview for a half an hour to fit her narrative about that situation. And then she went back to trashing me. I'm hoping if she allows me to cover it, that I will cover it to its entirety. He said that he would like it if I did. That's all I can say. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did that. And speaking of Sophie, she also told John Yates to follow in his mother's footsteps. Who says that? She literally said, go pew-pew yourself. So that's okay. Is that what life with Sophie does? Hi, guys. We're going to do a vegan vegetable soup in this flat world place. And we're going to put up our hair that's fried to no end. I can't even go in and grocery shop, so I have to do X, Y, and Z. My golden doodles are going great. But by the way, I wish you would follow in the same footsteps as your mother. Wow. No, stay, Lizzie. I like you. I don't agree with what he says. I cannot control him. Period. Lori Darling is Camden. Camden loves Sophie. Oh, God. Camden has the biggest man-girl crush on Sophie. Hey, still eating that sauce, Camden. How's your man, Camden? He's still looking like Frankenstein. Okay, now I'm getting petty. No, what she called him is she said that he looked like a child molester and to follow in his mother's footsteps. That's exactly what she said as she was sitting there stroking her fake yak Timu hair that's cracked everywhere. Whenever Sophie gets mentioned, that's the account that comes in. They're stupid. And no, she doesn't have any talent. She's a poser because now she's a dog mom. She's a dog mom now. So if you go over to Life of Soph, I don't get it. She's doing great things. Come along with her. And then on the other one, she's covering and trashing people and telling people that they should unalive themselves. I don't get it. I only have one channel. Oh, she didn't do it? Oh, I thought that she did. My bad. She took her life. Okay, thank you. But either way, wanting him to take his life. But that's life with Soph. Trying to live that, No, we're friends, Sky. She OD'd. But either way, you don't wish that on somebody that was your dear friend. Dance for me, Johnny boy. She has another red hick freaking who's had a shitty ass life. She is not me, never will be me. Yeah, nobody has gray hair. That shit's so fake. What gets me is how do you have that time to go do that? How do you have time to go do that, but you couldn't afford to get floor tiles or a MacBook? See, that's the shit that I'm saying. You try to like make it out like you this big housewife. You're not. You're not. You're a poser. Now down to the dog mom hat. Now you're getting the little waves and stuff like that. Same fucking thing. Yeah, so before that gets, John, please understand, I thought that it was that way. Either way, she was a human being. Oh, she doesn't care. Dude, that bitch has done so many fucking drugs. She has no thoughts, no feelings or anything. She is a walking Annabelle doll. Talking about people's caked on makeup. Girl, I saw yours. You got wrinkles just like I do. And you older than me. Oh, Camden's Jenny Crafts? That wouldn't surprise me. Somebody told me yesterday that that Camden had a crush on Sophie. That Camden, after her husband left her, that she developed a crush on a female. So that makes sense why Camden don't like me. Just saying. I I was talking about us. No, and they don't. They don't. If Jules was in love, she would be shouting it from the rooftop. She would be having him next to her, and they would be, maybe he would be like Yogi Bear or something, or he could be Oscar the Grouch. Maybe, maybe it's AC and they could just sit around and, do Sesame Street things, and they can just have, I mean, that's what you could do, Jules. It would make sense if you did have a boyfriend, the whole pissing in the face thing. I wouldn't have to think you were sharing the litter box with the cat. But pretty much what you guys are saying, she's in her apartment like all the time. Like, Like I had made a comment on one of Sophie's things that she did because she had a catio. And I said, oh, that's really cool. You know what she says, just to get a little low blow in? She goes, oh, my husband and I built that. We are good dog parents. Bitch, please. You could have been like, hey, this is how, but that's what you got to do. Like, stop copying me. It's weird. Like, seriously. I don't care about your day. My days are much more interesting. You will never be interesting like me, Sophie. You're not interesting at all. Like, seriously. You bring nothing to the table. And you're starting to dress hoochier than I used to. But, like, the way I dress, it's fucking weird, dude. Like space buns, and here's my messy bun, and let's go. Like everything I've done, and the dog mom thing. Like, it's fucking weird, dude. Like, that's some Glenn Close shit, dude. Yeah. What you did to fucking Stevie Lee. You had a faithful friend. Sophie is a hard no for me. I saw the evil in her. Cool, her friends want to be friends with her, but I'm no longer going. I always have a little bit of hope for, I kind of lost hope for Selfie Queen Cindy. I think the one that I would really love to see that I think is going to get away from her, in my opinion, is probably going to be JJ. I have a little bit of hope for JJ getting the fuck away from her. That's how I feel. I don't like how JJ gets up on panel and stuff like that, but I do think if anybody would get the fuck away from her, I would think, and do their own thing, cover her own stuff, her own life, because she more suburban. I think that JJ could do it. Not Sophie. Never her. Yeah. And like, I didn't listen to Jules. I don't listen to Jules. I cannot listen to Sophie. That's why when you see me replay things, it's like, why do I want to sit and listen to the same thing? Now, KK, I'll listen to because the shit she says about my husband, I don't find her entertaining at all. I cannot listen to Jules. I cannot listen to it. I piss scream and all that stupid shit. I cannot listen to it. And Sophie puts me to sleep. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing you got me in trouble because I said something about KK's restitution allegedly being repaid. Like what I started. You can talk about KK's restitution. I know that when I was on probation, I wasn't acting like her. I definitely wasn't. Cooch, I know. Cooch, you know I was lying. Because there's a bunch of other shit going on behind the scenes. I think I'm the one that they don't fucking like. I just can't, dude. I was watching her fucking short videos and it's the same fucking thing, except she tries so hard. You never see her doing her diamond art. You never really see her cooking. You never, you don't. And then she's doing the, like, bitch, please take several seats. She could be like Maul Ingalls. You is just not me. Never will be. I do things by the fly. Plus what you did to Brooke. Unforgivable. 2 hours ago. Oh my God. Let me see this nasty ass hair. Sophie, what you into today? What's up with your hair, girl? She's driving. She's driving, looking in her camera. Yeah, it's some kind of filter because her hair looks rough. Nails all chunky. She is literally driving and looking at the camera like, hey, what's going on? She's not looking at, girl. And then she takes her eyeglasses off and she's like this. Girl. And you got the same watch as me. Look, she just got this watch. Hers is dark pink. Girl, she just got this watch. And it's just like my watch. Girl, Glenn Close flipping the light switch on and off. Girl. Stay-at-home wife. Girl, look at the road. Girl, a cow just flew by. She is like, hey guys. Hey guys. She is, oh, dude, I am doing a parody. Oh my God, girl. She is checking herself out. And that girl, she is loving herself. Oh my God. She's got a filter on because her hair's like sparkly Brillo padish. I think they're happy to see me. Hashtag stay-at-home wife. Well, you are at home, but you're in everybody's chats. Dude, I'm telling you, watch. She's going like this. She's like, I'm that stay-at-home wife. She's patting that Brillo pad. Girl, you is driving. This is what she does. Okay, so she's driving, right? She's driving. She got her watch out like, hey, Jen, this is my watch that I bought before or after you. She's patting her head. And it's just like, yeah, everybody, like my dogs meet me. And, you know, I went to Ulta and probably sold something to get something free from Ulta. Oh, here. Oh, a cow just flew by. Oh, Charles, go get that cow and milk it. Oh, but go on, everybody. I got to go get my nails done and my fake tan. Oh, is Lori Darling in here? Oh, girl. You shouldn't itch your nose. They said that it means you're lying. Girl. She is. Because I really don't care. She's just a hill jack. I'm sorry. She is just a fucking hill jack. In my opinion, she probably gets stuff that she doesn't want. She probably takes that shit back, gets herself like some Ulta makeup or something like that. Girl, you was not bougie. You are not bougie. Not at all. Your eyes are so fucking red, girl. Oh, and this one, girl, your eyes are red. Who are you kidding? Girl, you look rough, man. All them flyaways. Oh my God. Girl, your eyebrows. You buy jeans just like I did. What is wrong with you? Same kind of shoes. Girl, your eyes are glassy as fuck. Her job is showing other traditional wives how it's done. Well, I don't know what your version is of traditional wives. I see a little bit of, oh, same. Look, same long hair, just like mine, and waves. Damn. Girl, you can see the filter. Yes, Foopinator. Oh my God, what is wrong with your hair, girl? Is that a yak's ass? Girl, you want to talk about other people? Oh, fuck. She had that watch forever. All you have to do is watch her videos and you see her. You copied her. Her chat even talked about it. Well, of course her chat's going to talk about it. The whole 7 people that do. Yeah, right. What would I want to be that Sophie would be? Get the fuck out of here. I've been wearing a dog mom hat since forever. I've lived that suburban life forever. I've never churned butter. I've never milked a cow. I never did anything. She is a copycat person. You don't live in the hills of West Virginia and live a life of a Bohai Buckeye. No, she is not like that. Maul Ingalls, except nice. Maybe Laura Ingalls, more around her age. She's threatened me too. So that wouldn't work out well. But I will say, she's been interacting with the animals and stuff like that. But I think where I'm not ever going to forgive her is if you guys look at the one that she did, she put up somebody that looked dead ass like my mom. And I know that that was a thing to my mom and after what she said. But I'm sorry, you're not a traditional housewife when you're going around telling people to follow in their mother's footsteps. She is a poser. She's a poser. And she was just like my mother. If you cannot afford to put floor tiles on and you buy fucking nasty tanner, and she goes, oh, I got to get my tan going. Bitch, no, just embrace who you are. Grow your hair out naturally and put some Visine in. It's just the same fucking thing, dude. Like when I do a video, like my kind of videos, like you'll never see her do fun stuff. You'll never see, you just get the boring part of it where she's like, oh, I got to go. It's all about her. At least with mine, I'm showing my animals. I'm out talking to people. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. You want me to be petty spaghetti? Like Lily said, I'm going to be petty spaghetti. I'm going to show you how petty she is. Pay attention to the day. I don't do this every day. Okay. Let me ask you this. All right. Let me ask you this. Because you don't see her doing diamond art, so that's kind of a clickbait now. But I did this. Hold, please. 871 views, right? I hate a liar. He is a liar. Okay. Oh, yeah, she's got a second channel now, bro. Tell me where you don't see. Yeah, we'll talk in a bit, Joanne. We did good. Okay. You guys know I do my just showing. Match. I can do it with flair, but you'll get the gist of it. You guys know how I always do my hauls and I show you guys stuff. This was like months and months and months ago. Now look at this. $2. I got it for half off. Tell me that is not adorable. It's like a stained glass. And I kind of put it together, like, because they always have, except I didn't have to brag every fucking place I went. But here is the one that really got me. You know how I like showing you guys how much I spend on an outfit? Because they always have. Now, I would play hers, but she would strike me. But that's what I do. I put a list of everything that I had because she's too good to shop for Dollar Tree. She Gucci. I am the queen of $1.25 shirts, and I think I rock them great. Look at that. A Buckeye one. Whoop. Some jeans. Nice dog mom hat. Yes, she's a traditional housewife. So when she gets ready, she's kind of, and she goes, here's my Adidas. What was I wearing? Adidas. Showing everything. You see how I showed everything? And she was doing that? That's a copycat. She's a copycat. She's too busy buying cool shirts that say, don't put baby in a corner. Oh, and by the way, I got to tell you guys this. She went to Starbucks because she's that housewife, that preppy housewife. And you can like them, that's fine. But she's like, guys, and she's got her glasses on. She's like, guys, we went, like, she is the Starbucks stay-at-home mom, dude. She is like that. She is not Mall Ingalls. She is Beverly Hills housewife. And she goes, guys, this is the best caramel, cracked caramel, anything from guys, it's so good. It's so delicious. I just got back from Ulta. I just got back from Kim Kardashian's house, who gave me some Kylie stuff. And here, this is from Starbucks, not UDF. This is from Starbucks with crispy caramel on top, not Sonic. This is from Starbucks. bucks. I am that Starbucks stay-at-home mom. Oh, it's so delicious. It's so good. It's so good. But just before I do my drag video tomorrow and tell people horrible stuff about me, leave a comment up there and let me know what you think. Stop. Kaleidoscope, what's your deal? We usually would get along so well. You're making me miss Karma. See, but now there is a Glenwood in here. She's going to have to go, well, I guess it's okay to have accounts of your kids then. No, it's not. It's definitely not. And you did bring Glenwood to the internet. You did. And let me show you how much you disrespect your man. Because of your ass, you lied on him. And his sister had to do an interview, but you were nice enough to get rid of her because you went after her husband. So the reason that Clint calls me Jen A is Clint feels like he identifies with Forrest Gump. The reason that you call me Jenny is because that's my mother's nickname. So stop with that stupid shit, Jules. No, she doesn't. She's online all the time. She is definitely not fucking happy. You can see it. You can drive all the way to Walmart. You can get all your Ulta makeup. You can do all that, but it's still not going to take away the blank look in your face. I just hate a copycat. I hate one. Hate one. You even copied my crush. I hate copycats. I hate them more than anything. Because I used to wear the beaded bracelets and stuff. Because if that's the case and you can afford all that expensive stuff, girl, come on now. Either way, you became a skank hoe when you had my mother-in-law up in your panel. That made you not a traditional housewife. See how that works? But I am seeing this lady. Okay, does anybody know where you can order those? They're called skinny drinks, and they like do the little, it's like adding stuff to water. Let me see if I can find this. This fucking lady is life. AMC, I want you to look at this. If I can find her. She's usually on my feed. Hold on. Let me see if I can find her. Let me go up to my thing. Genevieve Bailey. Please tell me if I still, she might be my feed. No. And by the way, if you do not follow me on my IG, which is where I started, I'm going to be super mad at you. Okay. See, I'm not TikTok, man. I came here on IG. That's where people knew me. That's where people knew me, was my IG. Why I'm saying I get a lot of freaking. I love my freaking IG. Always. And that's how I am. That's how I dress. And it works. I don't have to sit in a fucking car and be fake. Period. Point blank. this one. Amzy, remember this one? Awfully weird that somebody's showing their shoulder now. Awfully weird. Copying. None. Not a bit. So this is how I market myself. I don't think it's too bad. If you want to market, do shit like that. That's about it. Oh, this one was real cool too. Told you guys, I don't do fully nude. Told you. I just like doing my little poses. There's one though. Oh, okay. So this was another one that I brought up. Sophie, I really hate when you start that arm pose. I posted it. You copied that too, girlfriend. You copied it. Babe. Okay. We going? We're going. It's a little choppy. Babe, can I go somewhere today? Hold on, actually. I'm gonna make sure I do. Let's see what's the special for today. How many times do they have to set this up? My God. Dude, my IG is my bread and bacon. I could do freaking bread and butter. I could do a live right now while I'm on here. Yeah, there's a fake Rochelle that's freaking being a dick to me, Rochelle. Fucking bullshit. I don't pay attention. They say really nasty shit. All right, let's see here. I have them. All right, let's get back to Brooke. My dog? Oh, God. How is she copying you? I don't think you understand what a fool you look like. How is she copying you? She has had long hair her entire time on YouTube. Actually, no, she had shorter hair when she was a bigger gal and she put it up. You're just jealous she has a nicer home. Definitely doesn't have a nicer home. It was a bequeathed home. Car, definitely not. Our car is newer and it's very fashionable. Clothes, better body, better clothes. I don't have to buy a lot of stuff to look good. That's the difference. I don't have to buy tanner. No, none of that. And I'm cool with CoverGirl makeup. I'm good with that. I'm sorry. She dissects everybody. My house is much nicer. We don't grift for floor tiles. Our animals get outside. We're very loving with them. No, they don't. And she'll never be able to by class or by being a nice person. Everything that she's got has been funded to her. including. So she doesn't have a nicer car than me. I don't drive station wagons. In fact, her wrinkles are looking really bad because she's coating makeup on. Going to Ulta isn't a flex. It's really not. Save your money, do something like this. You seem to have really good skin. You don't have to go to Ulta like it's a flex, honey. I wouldn't go to Ulta. I use CoverGirl Clean, been around longer than Ulta, will be around longer when Ulta's done. I don't need to do that. I'm sorry, it's just the part that I have content and she doesn't, and she is a copycat. And I don't like it, but if that makes her feel better, she doesn't do content, none of it. So why would I be jealous of her? I'm definitely not. This is how I looked first. Sorry. Well, I don't think she even who buys it. You're not working at the vape shop. Who's bought all this stuff that you've become so nice to taking? How's your husband feeling? You mod for other guys, right? Just want to talk about my marriage. Pay attention to my gutters. Well, thank you for doing that. $13,000. The gutters are done, dude. No one's jealous of you. We're not. You look really thin. You look really tired. You're up all hours of the night. You did what you did to Brooke. You bring no flavor to anything. The only thing you're capable of is judging other people, which I'm judging you because you judged me, and laughing your ass off. Like you said my wreath was hideous and you enjoyed watching me do drugs. You said that, not me. Ain't nobody jealous of you about anything. You're just another redneck bitch wanting to be like somebody else. That's exactly what you are, what you is, and what you always will be. And I like your flipper teeth. JJ, girl, you actually have stuff. Why you letting this girl? And do you notice how she freaking shows my stuff? Oh, nothing happened to Brooke's car. Sophie's saying she has a nicer car than us. She's always got to throw up that she's at Costco. Like, just trying to be somebody you're not. You're not. Nobody is jealous of you. You're just a clickbait. You're a wannabe. And if it wasn't for Lisa Wigger and my respect for that whole situation, Sophie, believe you me, girl, your mouth would be playing. I'd be playing a lot of shit back on you, and you would look real dumb. Real dumb. No, mama. No one is jealous, Sophie. What are you on, high school? Well, this is her high school, because during her high school life, I'm sure that she didn't remember any of it. Imaginary wood paneling. She couldn't upkeep paneling or my red shag carpet. It's just like one of those people that's like, if I go to freaking, I don't have to advertise my cool stuff. Like, I could stand up. Yeah, I could stand up, which I started this. I was the one that started showing everything, to its entirety. I just don't have to go get nails done, because that actually shows I'm just going to shut up. You know, but when I do stuff, I'll be like, hey, I got this dog mom hat. I've had this dog mom hat for fucking years. You know, my hair free, makeup, not as much. My ring, who cares? But I'll be like, proudly, I'll be like, hey, I got my shirt from, yes. Jules couldn't afford her own bed. Ugh. But like, see, I don't have to be like Sophie. Like here, $1.49. Got this for my mother-in-law. These Levi's from Amazon. My slippers from Amazon. That's it. I don't have to do what she does. These are my Nikes. Stop it. You're lucky I'm not playing that interview with you and Katie Joy, girl. You was lucky. You was lucky. Hold on. Yes. Like, girl, if you cannot afford floor tiles, to me, these people that are donating money to you are sitting there watching you get Ulta and all this shit, and you can't afford your floor tiles. You cannot afford to go buy yourself a MacBook. And this is your job while your dude is out busting his ass like my dude is. Come on, girl. You are online all the time. I don't like you, never will. It doesn't matter. You're putting on sunscreen because you're pale, because you're not taking care of yourself. You're not getting your hair did. There's no way, because your hair wouldn't look like that. I don't know. She's just becoming one of those, I want to be a Regina George person. And you're not Regina George. Never will you be. Ever. It's not going to happen. Hi, buddy. Listen, a lot more people dislike her than like her. I promise you. She is good looking. She is very good looking. So that's going to be on her. But she doesn't bring any spice to the table. No wit, no nothing like that. She's not happy. You don't see her interacting with her dogs or anything like that. You just see her popping out the same kind of videos. Nobody wants to see your part 2 of you going and picking up groceries. Maybe you might. It's your channel. But don't be doing the shit that I do. I do me. You is not me. Because I could actually, I'm just saying, dude. I'm going to keep it classy. Keep it classy. And another thing, people that are assuming I'm cool with other people and I do things behind the scenes. I do things behind the scenes with my friends, okay? People that I don't talk to, if you don't see me in their room, you don't see them supporting me, do not assume that I'm talking about something like that trunk situation. Nothing to do with anybody else but Jules. So stay out of my business, please. What I will look at. Because I got upset last night. I was upset, man. I don't know why I felt that way. Ooh, was I getting sniped? Was I getting sniped? Was I getting sniped? Are you serious? Oh my God. Who was sniping me? Who was sniping me? Oh my gosh. Who? Mm-hmm. Yeah, like my jeans and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll go buy those because, I get those at Kohl's or something like that. I don't wear hand-me-down shoes. I don't do that, but I do like a nice pair of shoes. But it gets on my fucking nerves, dude. I don't like people that copy me. You guys are going to tell me she don't do that, and she does. And she's going to put this down, but like she got shoes that are white and black like that. Well, I guess I could say that since you want to bring up my kids. How were you feeling when your child was outside when you got arrested? I never took mine along when I decided that I wanted to go be a klepto. How did you feel? Were you in there buying yours fireworks? So shut the entire fuck up. Do you remember that? You got GG on your mind. You've been upgraded to a sound viewer or whatever the fuck. Get out of my room. Napa. I mean, not Napa, but KK. Hey. You gotta figure out something, Meg. Oh, I did. Your mom told me stuff. Okay. Yeah. Come here, Mama Sue. Come here, Sue. Oh! Nope. Okay. Whatever. All right. Let's get to the real crust of it. Because KK is so mad. KK, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I don't know any other thing to do but keep it real. KK, seriously, she is in love with my husband. There would be no reason she's coming in. So either she's in love with me or she's still in love with Clint. And Clint could be a classy guy. I know that, KK. Even though you were trying to boss him around. Just make sure when you go get them. Oh, Birkenstocks. Yep. I loved Bob's. Skechers. Okay. Hey, Cooch. Hey, Cooch. Sophie just wants to be a princess. She ain't princess of the fucking community. I'm the princess. No, I'm kidding. Hi. How are you doing? You want to go to the farm today? See, mine behaves. Do you want to go to the farm today? Do you want to go bye-bye? Okay, but not to the farm. Hey, do you want to go to the farm today? Yes or no? No? Okay. No. Did you drink some water today? You won't get in trouble. Do you want to go to the farm today? I'm not joking. You did activity the wrong way. Do you want to go to the farm today? You did activity. Oh, it's okay, sweetie. Baby. Okay, Mama. Are we going to tell everybody what we're making tonight? Want to go see Dad? Or do you want to go bye-bye? Okay, so we're not going to go to the farm. Well, then Sophie should probably, I understand that. I get that. And so is the stuff that me and Michael had said that she keeps bringing up. So, you know, I agree with that. But she brings up a lot of stuff with me. But I'm not going to say it again because it is getting boring. I'm sure if you don't want to hear it, other people don't. But I get it. Yeah, she's lucky that CPS didn't get involved in that. Because my stupid thing that I said about Clint, they sure showed up at my house. She does show old streams. And mocks the fuck out of it. She's disgusting. She was one of the ones I told Alice about. I said, that fucking bitch was using you. I've been sober for 11 years. Bitch, please. Please. And remember, if I was a giddler, I have the video where after all that shit was said, you were up there. We were going to do a cooking contest. Remember, for your ultra vegan lifestyle, your clean eats lifestyle. Stevie was a faithful friend, faithful mod. She didn't care anymore. Do you know that Shanna, do you want to know what Shanna did? Shanna fucking wrote me and donated $1 and said, fuck y'all forever. I told y'all she was rolling for them. And I gave her $1 back because I don't have to put up with that. Brenna and I were seeing that. I actually blocked somebody I've known for a really long time because they thought that KK was shit. She's fucking disgusting, dude. A few days ago. I mean, girl. Yeah, I mean, look at this bitch, dude. Yeah, she did. I swear to God, you want me to get my husband? I gave her the fucking $1 back. Like, this is what you do. You put your kid, right, on a GoFundMe. The insurance companies, and you got $1,800 for it. Times are tough for us, but the family's currenting without the income for their main breadwinner. Okay. No, she said, fuck y'all forever. She said, fuck y'all forever. $2,003. I mean, you guys want to sit here and back this up? 423.84 mugshot, grand theft, more than $20,000. What about all your other charges when you, you drove with pot in your car? Hey, sweetie. Yeah. Damn, girl. Yeah, she got enough fucking felonies and shit. GoFundMe.
Something Wednesday.
What?
The doctor tells you to eat something Wednesday.
Yeah. Because it didn't benefit her anymore. Yeah, of course. It's the way that Shannon talked to me. When she would come in, she was always defending Sophie. And it was like, no, you're not going to sit and defend somebody. Then it was kind of like, let's agree to disagree. Then she just started getting right back on them hate wagons. And it's cool. She said, fuck you forever. She didn't say, fuck you forever. She said, fuck y'all forever. And gave me $1. I reimbursed it. What do you do? Yeah. I mean, I care about her. I care about her, but she's just, I care about her. Maybe down the road or something like that. Yeah, she was cool when we modded and stuff. Just maybe down the road. Maybe not. Just saying I wouldn't hold my breath.
Hey, just want me to go and do that right now?
Yeah, hold on. Lawsuits filed on 3/20/2022. I guess you're supposed to pay her rent too. State of Florida versus Nevada. Yep, she did fucking on George. 2018, other property court case against defendant in Broward. Oh, girl. Property lawsuit. Girl. Girl. Did you know that?
No.
Oh my God, Clint, when she was reaching around in your pocket, it wasn't for your dick, it was for your wallet. Okay, this is what we need. Do you want me to go with you?
Yeah, you probably should go.
Okay. How old are we, sincerely? What do you mean, Rochelle? Listen, I know that you like Sophie. That's fine. I would never put it against you, but a lot of us don't. And if that's what you're feeling about it. But KK, no. KK is a no, nothing. You got too personal with my husband and my family. Nope. Yes, I would love it. I would love it. I love you, Sylvie. Thank you, my love. Yes, I will do it. Since y'all want to bring up my court hearings and stuff. I've been evicted before. I get it. Affidavit. I like George. Well, I like him. I think I don't know what I think about George. I don't think there's any reunification, honestly. And it breaks my heart, but I haven't seen him here in forever. So I don't know how I feel about him. Well, yeah, Rochelle, we can all get along accordingly to who we want to get along with. We don't have to get along with each other. I will never like KK, Rochelle. Just like you wouldn't like somebody that tried to, get with your dude. It's personal. Because a lot of us, Rochelle, we've been silenced for a long time. Like Lisa couldn't say a lot of things. There's a lot of Hive members that haven't come forward to verify the shit that was going on. She's went after Cooch for years. And Nevi wouldn't be discussed if Nevi would keep her fat ass out of my room and her big ass shoulders. So that's that. That's that, said the cat. Oh, no, Rochelle. No, I definitely not. Definitely not. Definitely not, honey. I promise. They're good. I don't know where Kimmy's been. All right, so let's play the rest of Brooke, and I'm going to get out of here because I want to go take a nap with my husband. So basically what's going on is next week, I see my nephrologist. We'll find out what's going on. Hopefully all this water and stuff that I'm drinking does something. I'm not going to be polite to Nevi, Rochelle. I'm sorry. I will never be polite to Nevi. I have to say this. I would rather AC let me use his butt plug as a throat lozenger. I would rather have a goat kick me in my face and then piss on it. I would rather clean Jules's moldy windows with my tongue. I would rather eat Cooch's, lick Cooch's feet. And I would rather listen to Sylvia, which I never do. But mostly I would rather have a camel fart in my mouth. She's trailer park trash. She's a hood rat. And I don't like her, and I never will. She never liked my husband. Exactly. It's fucking weird. We don't wear butt plugs in our community. Nobody even admits to that shit. That's fucking weird. Exactly. And you guys are so blinded by hate. Like, what are you guys going to... Jules, here's an idea. Maybe you can make like butt plug ornaments for everybody since you're all into that. Now that I know you guys like each other so much because you like pee in your face. It's just not normal. I don't like dudes like that. I think that shit's so gross. You want to be with the guy? Awesome. Don't advertise wearing... That's just sick, dude. That's so gross. That a guy would even say that. But he says he's happy and he has a wife. Okay, so why are you like, it's fucking gross, man. So gross. It's not what a man does. God, it's so gross. Maybe that watermelon that Sophie had, why don't you let AC? I think that one would be an easy interest for sure. He's just fucking gross, dude. Being around that nasty, he's just gross, man. I even gave you too much attention saying that. You are gross, bro. Gross. Grossy Josie.
Care if they come in your chat to fuck with you. Protect yourself.
Oh, don't you worry, I am.
Jen's face was beet red today. Her blood pressure was not stellar. That diastolic is shitty. It's not good, and it's not good for her fucking kidneys. Despite what all you say, I've seen her fucking records, and she's not lying. Hey, sweets.
Thank you.
Hey, everybody coming in. Sorry if I'm missing you. I'm doing my and Amber, I saw you too come in. Where I stay, where I have to, in dance, we used to call that spotting. When you would turn, you have to get your eyes fixated on one spot. And when you turn and you whip around, you make sure your eyes touch that spot again so you can keep turning, right? Well, in YouTube, it's called spotting too. I have to keep my eyes on a certain place on the wall so I can get my thoughts out. Hi, caregiver. Hi, Rochelle. But Jesus, have you no shame,
Nope.
Sophie and Jules?
Nope. As they're doing it again.
And Jules, I heard you last night. You're like, I wasn't even talking about you. You stopped like 2 weeks before your birthday and tried to play like nicey nice. Brooke should be able to have beagles. Brooke's like, I heard you try to be nice. It's too late. But why don't you come fuck with me, or why don't you make me your meat and potatoes? I'll go live a lot more often and I'll let you.
Because Brooke, she won't do that because that would make her have to go down to somebody else's level. She went after somebody else, and guess what? The bitch dirty deleted it. But she ain't got nothing but men and women in there to back her ass up. Thank you.
Why won't you commentate on me?
Because she's a pussy.
Why won't you commentate on Ann?
Because she's a pussy.
Tell her to come in here. She doesn't need to be embarrassed. She told me to go live so she could click my link. Speaking of Beagles. Too late to apologize. Too late. That's a good song. Daddy, you've got good music on the brain all the time. And they pick on Jen because of how vulnerable she is. They do. Pick on me. I want y'all to commentate on me. And throwing fucking super chats in my face, Jules, was really sad. I don't know if you know this, but again, I have my own career. No telling the kind of fuck shit I would do on this YouTube if this was my source of income. I knew exactly what was going to happen by throwing your birthday party yesterday, Jules, and I didn't care because you need the money. You do. You refuse to work. Thank you, Coochie. Oh my goodness. I think I do have it on this computer. I do. I mean, it's going to get old, but I think it's funny. Or what? I'm going to get her daddy. I'm going to be her mama. And I'm going to make her mop my floors. Thank you so much, Coochie. Hi, MZ. Yeah, and who? You know what, Daddy? They pick on everything.
You want more peace in your life? You will.
And why is nobody giving a shit? Like, you live in a fucking apartment, man. Like, they could smell that shit. You guys are wondering about what Clint does. We don't live near anybody. You're like stuck in an income-based apartment in some little itty-bitty apartment until hours of the night. Yeah, playing your music. Fucking God knows. Banging up stuff. Oh, my God. Smoking weed, the shit those people. And you're still smoking weed around your cat. Fuck out of here.
When God wants to make you...
It is a waste. She cares more about getting her popped than showing proof that she takes her cat to the fucking vet. But what you shouldn't have done was show the house. That's probably what you shouldn't have done. So. She does. Could you imagine somebody, because your whole family's sick, having somebody call and blame their mental health issues on you because you couldn't stop having COVID to answer the phone to some whiny bitch? Could you imagine that? And she's been through a lot. She lost her cat. She's in a great, you lost your friend. You were live the next day running your mouth. Like, dude, you lie so much. Like, why didn't you go to her service? Like, you are a liar. You are a liar. Yeah, what's up, William? It was about a month ago. Right? Well, either way, dude, like if somebody can't talk to you because of something, like what if one of your family members wants to get a hold of you? Like, hey, Jules, can you come help out with dad? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm too busy doing a live right now. Bitch, you would do that. Get out of here. Didn't she said she had a job? Like, bro, no, Jules. Oh, you Gary Busey looking freak. Hop off my dick. I don't like you. We're going to wear it down. I didn't time you out. Do you, hello, like Sophie said, no hands. I should, the shit you say to me, but I'm not because I'm a nicer person, I feel, or would like to say that I am. Okay. William, this might help for you. For all you lotion users. Rochelle, I don't know if you've seen this, but this is amazing. If you guys have not seen this, you can get this at the Dollar Tree. One of them is caramel pistachio. The other one is grapefruit. I told y'all, I did the little check last night. Worked freaking amazing. Again, here's the product for this. They may not have them right now. Rochelle, if you have not checked them out, William, you could probably use some yourself. Let's see here. Sylvie said, okay, so as it's absorbing, you won't need a lot, I hear. You want to smell like grapefruit? You smell like grapefruit. This might keep you busy for a little bit so you don't have to say all those horrible words. You might like this one. Yeah, all of this because of who I fucking modded, which leads me to believe that I was about out of that hive anyway, because once again, everybody was covering me. Jules did not fucking feel bad because if the bitch had a conscience, she would have reached out and talked to me about it. So she used me. And bitch, she was wrenched. And you knew when I said in there, don't go anybody go after her. So you were already looking to out me in that fucking hive. You are a reality TV junkie. You are, not me. I liked watching Dance Moms, but I did enjoy a little bit of Mama June and the train wreck with Clint. But you know what, honey? Clint actually made it on the show. Your dude didn't get to. So maybe at a better time, why don't you tell on him a better time? You're disgusting. And because your shit's come out, everybody wants to just brush over it. You're fucking sick. And you're not going to blame everything on everybody else, Jules, because you're the one that put the police stations number. You're the one that asked people to do wellness checks on me. You're the one who found the house. I can't even bring that on Brandy because you admitted you were looking at the clerk of courts. You were the one who did not agree with what Brandy was doing. You kicked Camden out. You did not agree with my kid's stepmother. You did not agree with anybody about what was going on with me. You blamed it on Clint. You got mad about Alice. You ran your mouth about Sophie. You don't get to look at things because it benefits you and say, oh, that shit happened. Because if I was an inappropriate bitch, Jules, why the fuck was I in the hive? You went after me because I did one thing that you didn't appreciate. You're stupid. You have the same 150 people in and literally not that much people chatting. That is the same thing. Then you guys go to KK. It's the same 148 people in there. Then you go over to freaking who goes next to run their mouth. Oh, then you go over to Sophie. Same motherfucking 148 people, same hair flipping, like, oh, thank you. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Same amount of people. It's just a revolving bunch of bitches hate bonding. And any way that you put it, yes, I do have Clint. I do have a life. If you want your father to be respected, you want your deceased mother to be respected, y'all want your husbands to be respected, then do it with mine. My fucking in-laws are not anywhere around. And anybody that's talking to anybody in my real life, you're a fucking kook. Period, point blank. I don't want anybody and your butt plugs and your shit and my shit. So continue with those FOIAs. Play those FOIAs. I'm going to make sure you guys, they're being done to torment me. Why do they care? I don't know. Somebody posted something. What did they say? They were like, that's why something was radio silent, because I would call them at all hours of the night. I don't call anybody at all hours of the night. The only person maybe Napa back then, but I was at home, right? I was at home, but I'm calling you all hours of the night. My husband who works third shift, then you hear me and him banging cupboards and stuff. Are you kidding me? Like, you guys lie so much. And who calls Clint Cliff? Like, oh my God, you guys are like a cockroach infestation that never leaves. It's stupid. Even people in the community that I knew never liked me when I got back, that never come in and support me, but I go in and support you. I don't care. I really don't care. To content, they'll ignore you. No, they won't. They will freaking do the same thing. And Jules, you do make money off of watching people go insane. And Sophie, you do too. And this little fucking thing that you guys do, it's all going to turn around because all of you bitches want to be head queen. You watch. And you KK mustache, you're going to be the first. You got way too much to lose. None of these bitches do. They're not going to bail you out if you get in trouble. Oh, no. They won't. So thank you, Rochelle, for coming in. Thank you, Stevie, for coming in. Thank you, William, for coming in. Thank you, Glenwood forever for coming in. Thank you, Brooke, for coming in. Thank you, Sylvie, for coming in. Don't thank you, KK, for coming in, because your big ass broad shoulders. Thank you, Miss Liability, for coming in. Thank you to whoever came in. I think
Welcome
I'm
to
gonna
my
stick with my
paragraph.
ladies. Where's Miss Liability? My hair ain't looking that bad. Okay, we got B Cow, Glenwood forever, Miss Liabilities in blue, Stevie Lee, Get Down Show, Gooch. Yeah. It wouldn't be a day if I didn't check in. Oh shit. Pumpkin and Lana from Pumpkin and Lana went at it. Okay, persimmon over. This was the one I want you to hear. Listen to this bitch. Okay. Here she says she wants friends who will support her no matter how she does it, and Brun is down for it. Let me tell you something. My friends know when Jen gonna be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I hate enablers and friends. No, none of you guys freaking enable Jules. They want to move, but on Alice's dime. If Alice is concerned about interest rates, hello, is this your house? Are these your interest rates? Pay attention to your own lives. You try that. But this is the one that lied. You better come forth because there's only 2 people I talk to in the middle of the night. And I know for a fact it is not Sylvie or Brenda. Listen to this fucking judgmental bitch says. I should impress that she told me about the interest rates. Then in another conversation, she would say otherwise, that it's paid for. What? What interest rates do I know about? You fucking loony people. She claims she has nowhere else to go. Yes, I do. You idiots. He has numerous recordings of her for the life of me. Why do you care? Imagine the views. He must like it on some level or he would have left a long time ago. No, you don't understand how Clinton thinks. Okay? And whether you guys understand it or not, most of the times I've seen the text. He's bitching about me or maybe saying some inappropriate shit. Yes, or doing it. It's horrible. It is. See, this is the shit. You're so fucking dumb. One time she thought it was hilarious. She woke him up when he had just gone to sleep and had to work that night to go get her a pop when she's not supposed to have. When is the last time I went? Do you know what Clinton would do if I woke him up to get a pop? Now, that was back in 2023, you dipshit. And I'm going to tell you how much it is. She also smokes his cigarettes when he makes her mad. I miss her so. Not. What are you talking about? We like your deeds. Tell us more. Yeah. What the fuck? Why do you guys care? Hey, Sarah. Now, here's the best one. The last one I'm going to read. That's why she stopped speaking to me. I mentioned she might be looking tired and should maybe stay offline or do some home maintenance. When did you say that? Had I'd only known. Wait, it's been crickets ever since. Had I'd only known what it's like to look sooner, her crazy, inconsiderate ass would call me all hours crying or screaming at Clifford. Again, he sleeps. So who am I? Sarah, do I call you at all hours of the night? Was it you I've been talking to? Because I don't talk to many people. She hates the house anyway, and no interest rates were too high right now. What the fuck are interest rates? Could you imagine how much the value of the property has decreased since purchasing? Definitely hasn't. Just the gutters alone make it go back up. They both have tantrums and slam the cupboards and doors, throw things at each other. Definitely not. Genevieve, the molester Vive is so generous to remind her fake husband what a worthless piece of shit he is. I almost feel bad for him. Almost. When was the last time I called Clint a worthless piece of shit? So don't say that you talk to me in the middle of the night unless you're here, because that's the only person I talk to. So shut up. Anyway, thank you guys so much for coming in. I'm going to make a panko basil cauliflower with some kind of something on top. And then I'm going to be doing some zucchini bowls. So thank you guys so much for coming in. And I am going to go out and do something with my husband. I have a consignment. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate it. Thank you, mods. I know, but like nobody says that to me. Nobody talks like cuckoo. But what do I know? I didn't do the hand thing. I didn't do anything. Bye, guys. Love you.